Hey everyone.
Hello, Danielita.
Hello, Nicolito. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
I don't know if we're live. I think we are.
I think we are.
Yeah.
I started scribbling while you were setting things up
Oh,
because our OBS updated, and
yeah. It took a bit today.
we were waiting for that a little bit. But
Yeah.
no, I think we're good.
I think we are.
I mean, 1:30 for us. It's usually a little past
Two.
a little past 20 to 2.
Yeah.
You know, that's our 1:30.
Yeah. Wait, cause
What's that?
I think. Okay, so I'm like a light bulb.
Okay. You could try and, or maybe turn off your light.
Wait, I'm gonna try. Cause I don't know if I can get to the controller, like the tiny controller it has.
Yeah. Yeah, just turn that one off.
See.
No, you could just go for the off. Well, that doesn't do anything.
Better?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn it off because I'm just.
There we go.
I'm always super sure of my decisions. So you know. Hey everyone.
Hey.
How's everyone
Going?
today?
Yeah.
How's everyone doing? Feels super weird.
What? Why is that?
I don't know why, but my glasses look humongous on the screen.
They are. I mean, they're large glasses. I mean, they're not oversized. They're not comically large glasses. You're not like
Yeah.
Elton John, size glasses.
Yeah, but they're new.
They're nice. They're very nice.
Yeah, I want to tell everyone the story. I don't know if I've told them before.
Oh,
but
you could go ahead while I get started.
yeah. So I went to the mall because there's a place where we make the glasses there. And I took the test with a doctor.
Failed it.
And I waited about, what was it, like more than 10 days for my glasses. And when I received the glasses.
No, you actually got them quick.
Well,
very
like
quick.
7 days, yeah. And when I received the glasses, like at first I was like, yeah, I mean, they're amazing. But then I was like, what's going on? Because I put them on and I see worst. Like, I can't focus anything. And so I had to check the, what is it called? Like the formula?
Prescription, yeah.
Yeah. And I realized that, oh wait, ready. I realized,
My ochre.
what happened?
Sorry, my ochre is deciding to. It tumbled down. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's not a super.
It's a great story.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just talking, so just making a little bit of noise. But no, I was gonna. What's happening with the camera? I think we're better now. Yeah, I think we are. So I went.
So you went.
No. So I saw the formula.
So you saw the formula.
And it said like 0, 0, 0, 0 everywhere. And I was like, I mean, I think these are just lenses. So I
Yeah.
went back and they were like, I remember there was a girl there working and she was like, no, but I see they have something. And I'm like, I mean, I think you have like a machine or something that you can pass them to check them out. Because I think they have nothing. And I was right. So then I waited like 15 days more. And now I have my glasses. So that's my story.
That's amazing.
I know. And now I have to go back. Because
Yeah.
I think the lens is kind of popping out of the frame. So.
So quality glasses, right there.
No, and the thing is that they were expensive. I mean, they weren't like super cheap glasses. So.
Like the ones
Kind
I
of
buy.
annoying, but yeah, that's my story.
That's amazing.
How are you guys? Oh, thank you. Hannah is saying they look really great on you. They look
Yeah?
weird on camera. I mean, they look like if they were like
Elton
TV screens. I mean, they look super big.
What do you? I
Look.
Can't even see. Well, I don't have my glasses. so
No,
I
but
can't
they look
see.
super big.
Let me see you.
No, they don't
No, they
look
don't
like
look
that
big.
in the mirror.
Get really
but-
close to the camera.
I'm
Super
kidding.
close.
No, because that's gonna be weird.
As you pull the camera
No.
right close
Do
to
you
you.
want to say hi?
Hey.
Yeah, it looks weird. Maybe because of the angle. They're making me feel weird. Like super big.
Who cares about the camera?
Yeah.
You
Or
look.
you know what? Maybe
What's that?
maybe I've never seen how I really looked on camera because I have a problem.
Blindness?
Yeah, a problem with my eyes. So maybe this is how I really look.
Well, you
So,
don't have
yeah.
a problem with your eyes. It's
No,
just.
well, yeah, I
you
have
know.
astigmatism, is
Yeah.
it? And hypermetropy. I don't know how to say that in
Yeah.
English. Hypermetropia.
So you're nearsighted and you have
Is it
astigmatism.
short-sighted?
Nearsighted, I think.
Okay.
And
And
astigmatism.
astigmatism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I'm farsighted. And,
But you also have astigmatism.
and astigmatism. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I got better with my near side. But
With-
my
Yeah.
like that improved, but my
Astigmatism.
astigmatism was like worse. The doctor was like, "Oh, let me see," because I hand her the last formula, and she was like, "Okay, let's check with the results." And she was like, "Okay, so good news and bad news. You're better with your near side,
Yeah.
but
But
there's a big difference with the astigmatism." And I was like, "Oh, yeah." And I told you, like, I put the glasses on, and it was like everything was HD.
Yeah, that's
Like I was really seeing what
2020 means.
yeah, what real sharpness, like
Yeah.
reality sharpness means.
Yeah.
So
I don't like 2020 vision. I've never liked it.
you've never had it.
Only when if I'm watching like a football game. Like then I want like super good vision.
Yeah.
Or if I'm driving, like just to feel responsible.
Yeah. No, but now I feel like, for example, the trees have more, like there's details on the leaves
Yeah,
of
I
the
know.
tree.
There's actual leaves.
Yeah. No, like they have texture.
Yeah.
Like they feel with texture. I thought they were smooth. So, yeah. I don't know why. Like we've been talking about my glasses for like 10 minutes. I'm sorry.
That's you can go farther if you want. That's perfect.
Let's see. Hi Vista. Hi Hannah. Hi Juan Cuevas. Hi Liad. Common user 123 said espejuelitos. Dani, qué lindos. Muchas gracias. Espejuelitos se dicen dónde. Me da curiosidad.
México,
Quizás.
de pronto.
De pronto Common User 123 nos dice. Hi Robin. Hi The Amazing Von. Hola Margo. Hi Marcelo. Hi Calvin. Hi Max. And thank you Max. Hola Sergi. Hey Roslyn.
Robin made me laugh yesterday that she, as a comment, she shared a story
Oh, I read that.
of
It
the
was super
photos that,
funny.
that, some 14-year-old Jewish kid got for his bat mitzvah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so very nice. The Robin pack. The OG Robin pack was somebody's bat mitzvah's present. So, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That's why I said mazel tov to that kid.
Yeah.
Very lucky kid.
Roslyn said, look at your glasses, Danny. Love them. Thank you, Roslyn. Thank you so much. Sergi Arts dice, Nico, no me digas que estás haciendo una pintura inspirada en la de Sorolla con Clotilde y el bebé en la
Uy,
cama.
yo creo que he hecho 100 de esas.
Sí, es como
Sergi.
siempre
Ese es
una
como-
referencia para ti.
O sea, no está en mis top 5.
¿No?
No, top 5 no.
Top 10, sí.
Top 10 sí. Esa pintura está en mi top 10. Es de las pinturas más lindas que existe. La verdad. O sea, y yo no creo que sea como maternal. Yo no creo que uno tenga que decir, ay, es que
Como sentir
como tuve,
que le produce.
como tuve hijos, entonces como que eso me despierta una emoción. No, yo creo que es como, no sé, de las pinturas más afectuosas
Sí, y
que
como
existen.
sensibles, diría
Sí,
yo.
es
Es
una
súper
locura.
sensible.
Una locura.
Sí, sí,
Una
sí.
absoluta locura.
Mm, Michael McEwen was saying, "Are your glasses varifocals?" I think I know what that means,
No,
but
but
no,
yours
because
aren't, Danny.
no, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say that no, because I just have problem seeing things that are super near me.
No, but usually bifocals,
Es
Danny.
cuando es hipermetropía y miopía.
No. Bifocals
No?
are for reading usually. So the
Oh,
lower
so
part.
I was lost, but
Yeah, so the lower part of those lenses. That's why you sometimes see people kind of like lowering
no, but
them.
mine's aren't. I mean, they are normal
Just like regular,
glasses.
yeah.
Yeah. Liet said, I can't stick around. I'll be back later. Have a great stream. Thank you, Liet.
Oh, thank you. Good luck with whatever you're doing.
Yeah,
Leah.
and we'll
thank
see
you for
you
saying hi.
in some hours if you come back. And if you don't, you can see the
It's going to be
video
my
afterwards.
best painting, but, you know, you're lost.
Anush Mubashar said, "Hi, it looks like your palette has the same painting being created on as your work. Very beautiful."
Yeah, it usually has to, like, right? A palette has to sort of denounce whatever you're doing in your painting.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're talking about the shapes.
Well,
maybe?
I mean, I don't have
kind of
much painted yet, so but yeah, areas of the palette should reflect areas in the painting for sure.
Sergi dice, es que lo dije sobre todo por el ángulo de la por el ángulo de la cara de Dani. Es creo el mismo que el de Cleotilde en la pintura.
No, es un poquito distinto.
Sí.
Es un poquito distinto.
Sí, porque este es más como desde abajo.
Este soy
Como
yo mirando de arriba hacia abajo.
Perdón, el otro es más desde abajo, este es más
casi,
como desde...
El otro es casi a nivel
Sí.
de una cama como, digamos, un poquito alta. Entonces se pone a nivel, entonces casi que las cabezas se sienten en el horizonte. O sea, y lo estoy diciendo de memoria, Sergi, pero es que esa pintura me encanta. Si quieres, ¿la quieres postear, Linda?
Bueno, claro,
¿Sí? ¿La
momento.
puedes buscar?
Momento.
¡Un momento!
Si me das un
el
momento.
favor.
A ver.
I think I'm going to have a hard time. Like, I already know myself. These are easier paintings when you figure out your drawing beforehand. Like, usually a profile is such a sensitive drawing, like requires such a sensitive drawing that I'm already off. Like, my drawing is already off and I know it, and that doesn't give me anxiety. I know I can get to fixing it, or at least trying to get close to what I'm looking at, throughout the painting session. But a lot of that could be aided by the use of a really nice underdrawing and just being very careful with those initial moments of the painting, just trying to be respectful of that underdrawing. But we're not doing that, so I actually love to struggle with my drawing. I think a lot of the character of my painting revolves around struggling with my drawing. So we're gonna find our way while we paint. That's my commitment to you guys. That's what we're gonna do. But but we're not even close to being there. And I think that Danny has like a super, I'm gonna say like classical profile. Very Sargenty profile. She has like a very high society profile, I feel.
What?
Yeah, I think so. And I think a lot of it is your nose. It's just such a beautiful kind of pointy nose. I mean, all noses are beautiful.
All right, thank you.
But in this one, it's just like like a Charles Dana Gibson and Sargent profile nose. Very end of 19th century, beginning of 20th century nose. So it's a joy to paint, but it's very tough to paint.
Thank you. You're throwing flowers at me.
Throwing flowers.
Echando flores.
Yeah, that's a direct translation
from
to
Spanish.
To an expression.
How do you say it?
Flattering.
You're flattering me. Yeah, but I wanted
yeah.
to make it more.
You're flowering me. We
You're
could just mix
throwing
both.
flowers at me.
Yeah, that sounds a little violent.
You're showering with me.
Showering
What? Showering
me with flowers.
me with flowers.
There you go. There we go.
Yeah.
Because throwing, I can see that being, that would be a nice painting. Just that
Hitting me
you're
with
like
flowers.
at a stage and everyone's just like throwing you flowers. It would be nice.
Violently.
Yeah, it'd be nice. So instead of like booing and throwing like a cabbage, like a rotten cabbage and tomatoes, they're clapping, but they're throwing, violently flowers
yeah.
at you.
Yeah.
So praise can kill you also. That would be the message.
Marcelo Peralta said, we have a similar expression, floreando.
Oh, yeah.
Si acá es echando flores.
Yeah. I guess it's the root of that is from theater, right? It has to be.
Maybe.
Yeah, it kind of has to be, right?
Iván dice, iba a hacer un chiste malo con las gafas de Dani, pero recordé que con los de Nicolás es suficiente. Y me gusta mucho el sujeto de la pintura de hoy, bonita composición. A ver, Iván, ¿cuál era el chiste?
Pero mándese. Uno
Mándelo.
no puede
Si
decir,
uno dice,
iba a echar un
chiste y
chiste
ya
malo.
no.
No, pues dígale.
Sí,
Eso
ya.
es que lo quiere echar.
Sí. Eso es para recibir el empujito de
Sí,
echarlo.
hágale.
A ver, mándese.
Dani parece, están tan grandes que parece...
¿Qué?
No sé.
¿Qué hubo a ver?
No, el problema es conmigo, el problema es con Iván. Sí.
No, igual no importa. O sea, yo me siento bien, que eso es lo que importa. Entonces,
Y te quedan súper. Te ves muy bonita.
gracias. No en cámara.
Pero no entiendo qué ves.
No sé.
No puede ser tan distinto.
Sí, está muy distinto a cómo se ve en la vida real. Ahorita, cuando terminemos el video, ¿lo ves?
Sí.
Y vas a decir, uy, ¿qué es?
¿Qué es eso?
¿Qué se puso?
No,
O sea,
no
no son
creo.
sus gafas.
No creo.
Hannah was saying they will inspire Nicolas for 10 more paintings of you in these great classes. Thank you.
Oh
Hannah.
yeah, I haven't thought about painting you in those.
No,
I
well,
think
you told me.
I painted a couple of you in the other one in your old glasses.
Did you?
Yeah,
don't
do you
know.
remember? There's even like a big portrait of you. Not big because it was a smaller one. It was one of the Hanemula.
Yeah,
papers.
I do remember. Yeah.
But it was like a straight on portrait. Your glasses made like a really nice cast shadow on your face.
Yeah.
Do you remember that we took those pictures? Old apartment.
Yeah.
And there was like in the afternoon, like the sun was coming in, in the afternoon. The sun, like a sunset light. You don't remember?
No.
Yeah, I remember that. As if it was yesterday.
Marcelo Peralta said also dourando a pilula,
Okay.
which means gold plating the peel.
Gold plating
Gold plating the peel.
the peel.
Yeah.
Like a fruit peel?
P-I-L-L.
Yeah.
P-I-L-L. Peel de...
Oh, the pill.
Pi-
What? Okay, I have no idea what that means.
And Marcelo
you
said,
can
on second
on second
on
thought.
second thought. On second thought,
Yep.
that one is used when you're complimenting something that's not that great. So it's not adequate on this situation when you were being sincere. Peel as in medicine peel.
Oh.
Oh, gold platinum the peel. Yeah, I get it. Like
Aunque de mona se
el que el mono se vista de seda, mono se
el
queda.
que mono.
Aunque el mono se vista de seda, mono se queda.
Sí, o la mona. Sí. No importa el género, no
El
importa
mono.
el género. El mono, no importa.
Iván dice, no me gustan las bromas que atenten contra las personas. Era algo como, ¿dónde está Dani? ¿Quién es esa nueva compañera de set de Nicolás?
Ah, no, pero
Sí. Menos mal no era algo de mi físico. Pensé que iba a ser un chiste así. Iván, cuidado. Mentira. Gabriel
Sí, 2 años.
Dos Anjos said, hello, how are you guys doing?
How you doing, Gabriel?
Just saying...
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
No.
Yeah, that's French. Gabriel. Just saying that my Spanish is getting better just by listening to both of you every day, and my paintings too. Oh, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
Remember, if you guys want to
Oh
show
my God.
us what you're working on, you can use the hashtag Our Painted Lives. on Instagram, and we can check it out.
The hashtag, my Spanish is getting better.
Hashtag Danny's new glasses.
Oh, this is going to be, I already know this. I'm going to paint this head 1,000 times today.
You feeling it?
Oh, I so know it. But it's good. It's good. I like it. It's going to be, because the whole painting, this is one of those paintings. Look at this. What is it? What would you say this is? About not even 10% of the painting, right? Maybe 5. Right? 20 of these would make a painting? 20 of these?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say 5%.
Yeah.
So 5% of this painting is more important than 95% than the rest of the painting.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So this has to be perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, perfect not in the sense that it has to be like just this beautifully described profile, but it just has to do the job. It has to do its job like flawlessly. Because it's going to carry the weight of the rest of the painting.
Yeah.
So those are very scary to do, but we're going to do that today. So
Yeah.
and we're going to fail miserably, or we're going to try, or at least we're going to fight to try to pull it off. So you guys know that my commitment is unflinching. So
Iván dice, jaja, no, ustedes son bellas personas y si algún día tengo algo no tan bueno para decir, se los digo en persona y con todo el cariño del mundo.
muchas gracias.
Está muy
muchas
chévere,
gracias.
Iván, así tiene que ser uno. Siempre. Alejandra Vargas, Santi Esteban dice, hola, me encantan tus videos, ¿tienes algún consejo sobre cómo estudiar anatomía humana? Me pierdo mucho a la hora de estudiarla porque no sé qué método utilizar.
Bueno, si no hay un curso, digamos, específicamente diseñado para eso, que yo creo que en línea hay varios cursos.
Debe haber, sí.
Si soy sincero, yo estoy casi seguro que en línea ya hoy en día se pueden conseguir muchísimos cursos de eso. Pero digamos, si es por cuestión de idioma o porque, pues, en últimas un curso de anatomía también podría ser costoso. Yo lo que creo es que uno puede trabajar con varias publicaciones. Entonces, y lo que uno encuentra en una seguramente se complementa con las otras. Y las carencias de una, pues la pueden rellenar los aportes de las otras. Esa ha sido mi experiencia. O sea, yo tenía libros de BAMS, yo tenía libros de Bridgman, yo tenía libros o tengo por ahí, libros de anatomía como mucho más
¿Formales?
Clínica, digámoslo así. Tenía libro de Van der Poel, tenía libro, yo no sé, es que yo tenía muchos libros, pero nunca me concentraba en uno, como que siempre trataba de buscar como una noción mucho más generalizada de lo que era anatomía y no necesariamente pensar que un libro me estaba aportando todo, porque yo honestamente creo que no existe un libro de anatomía que sea el libro que uno puede recomendar para artistas, si te soy casi 100% sincero. Entonces, sí, yo creo que toca hacer ese trabajo cansón de buscar publicaciones que se complementen bien.
Margo dice, lo mismo tengo yo, astigmatismo e hipermetropía, se ven los ojos más grandes. ¿Los míos se ven más grandes? ¿O como en general cuando uno tiene eso?
O uno
¿Se ven los míos, mira, más grande?
No. Pues no creo, desde acá no.
Pues de la cámara todo se ve
Sí,
gigante.
yo no.
Pero...
Pues te hubiera dicho el primer día como, ¡guau! ¿Qué es esta mosca?
No, pues igual no pasa nada. Pero...
No. ¿O será que uno le ve los ojos más grandes a las otras personas? Ese sería chévere.
te iba a preguntar, ¿quieres que deje
¿A mí?
la pintura de Sorolla?
No. Pues
Pues
era
ahí
para...
la tengo puesta, pero no quería saber si querías que se quedara ahí o no. ¿Cuál es la respuesta? ¿Sí o no?
¿De qué?
Que si la dejo
No,
o
dije
no.
no.
Ah, ok.
Sí,
No oí.
discúlpame.
No, no. Margo dice depende de la graduación. Sí, sí, igual creo que depende mucho de
Tú-
cuánto tenga uno.
Ni tú ni yo tenemos
Tanto.
muchísimo, o
No, no,
sea,
no.
suficiente como para que uno
A
sepa
mí
que tiene que
nunca.
tener gafas,
Sí.
pero no, no, ¿no qué? No a el punto donde uno sea ciego sin ellas.
Sí, sí, sí. Ah, yo veo perfecto.
Pues uno ve,
Pues,
o sea,
sí.
uno ve.
Pues sí. O sea, pero digamos, yo no soy de las personas que en el pase, digamos, la licencia de conducción dice que tengo que usar gafas. Que hay gente que dice eso, la licencia. La mía
Sí,
no. No, yo incluso las uso muy poquito. Em, y yo creo que incluso a mí me gusta pintar sin gafas y dibujar sin gafas. A veces es raro porque cuando me las pongo siento que hay a veces mucha información. Como que mi cerebro se acostumbró a ver sin las gafas.
sí, sí, eso es una de las cosas bonitas, yo creo que a uno le enseña el, eh, el vivir sin gafas cuando uno tiene como una visión no así, no 20/20.
Sí. Eh, Burned on Lime said, I love how you paint with a loose sketch. Did you ever battle with the pressure of having a super plan tight drawing before painting?
I think at some point, I mean, drawings are very reassuring. Having something down that is already um, clearing the way, uh, and making accessible the ton of the issues that you're probably bound to encounter in a painting session where you would lack that drawing. I think that's it's impossible not to say that there's an immense value in that, and there's a ton of like tranquility in knowing that you have all that information under there. But I think there's something about kind of floundering through a painting and just attempting desperately to try to understand the drawing while you're painting it. And even though I don't know if I get super anxious when I'm doing it, but I do have a sense of like everything that I'm doing is important in the painting or is like paving the way or trying to clear something. And I like that feeling. It's not a cool feeling, but I like it. I think I can live with that feeling. I've learned to live with that feeling. And I think today is going to be one of those days that we are going to struggle with that. And that's totally fine. I wasn't ready. I wasn't like, I didn't like mentally prepare to struggle, but I like these days. So we'll see. So I think I'm going to probably stay more than an hour probably in this area until I kind of get it. And then I'm going to feel, super emboldened by having done this. And then I'm just going to lay everything else. And that's going to be the painting. I can kind of foresee it because that's usually how these paintings go. But this is going to be terrible. It's going to be tough to do, for sure.
Alia Kamal said, reminds me of Soroja's painting of his wife and child, one of my favorites.
Oh, we just had that painting
on screen.
on
Yeah.
screen, yeah.
Yeah. Vista was asking you, what do you think of the skilled artist? Kind of like Picasso, where he learns how to paint more traditionally and then deconstructs that over time to his most contemporary work.
Very common that practice. Let's call it a practice, or that the succession of events. It was very common in late 19th century and early 20th century. Till the introduction of like modernist painting. I think that's good. I don't see that being the way nowadays, to be honest. I don't think you have to go to an academy and then gain. It's almost like you have to gain this knowledge, and you have to work hard to gather, to amount all this knowledge, to then have the right to do whatever you want with it. I think nowadays you don't have to. I think, for example, Doran Lambert, which is an artist, somebody who both Danny and I really like. There is a gorgeous sense of drawing in his paintings. And I don't think, I'm speculating, but I think it's an educated kind of speculation. I don't think he ever did like a cast drawing or like a traditional, you can tell that he didn't go through that. It's just that he has that drawing, that drawing ability. So I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. That was just a moment in time where it was very peculiar that was what was happening. But if you think about it, it kind of made sense because artists were just deviating from the academy. And so they were doing what you were supposed to do, I guess, when you're young, and sometimes those choices are not up to you. So you enroll yourself in an academy. And then many of them were like, a year or 2 years into it, they were like, okay, I'm gone. Like, this is enough. And that doesn't mean that they were like, when they said this is enough, that they were painting like Bouguereau, for example. No. It didn't mean that. Like, a lot of times people say, oh, Picasso learned how to do academy and he was incredible. No, not really. I mean, he was competent at academy, but he wasn't like an incredible painter. There's no way he was as good as 19th century, like late 19th century, early 20th century historical painters, like Spanish historical painters. No way in hell. He wasn't that good. But he just had enough of that. Like I think he foresaw what that meant, like what that path would look like. And he was like, okay, that's not for me. And he just tried to do something else. Trying to have a couple of strokes that would guide me, that can be enough for me to say, oh, okay, this is what I have to do. And I'm going between thinking of everything as as a whole, even though I'm doing a tiny section of the painting, but thinking of this as as if it was like a large portrait. So I'm thinking of it as a whole, but I'm also trying to think of it as like these tiny little parts that are the features that are so important for this to work. So that's what makes it kind of difficult.
I'm curious to know, when did you take that picture? Because the light look as if the blinds were open.
Yeah.
Did you open the blinds?
I forget. No, this is that. I mean, it's one of the many times that I stalk you when you're sleeping. So
maybe, because I'm thinking maybe it was like a weekend that sometimes I open the blinds and
go back to sleep.
Yeah, not all the time, but sometimes. So yeah, I was curious. I thought you remembered.
No, not at all. To be totally honest, no, I don't remember.
Because I look super comfortable there.
Oh, you always look comfortable sleeping.
I am super.
Your body's always like, this is what we're meant to do in life.
Yeah, I've never struggled with sleep.
No.
Never. No. Yeah, I love sleeping. Gabriel Pozo dice, hola, ¿cómo están? Hola, Gabriel.
¿Qué hubo, Gabriel?
Thank you, Catherine. Catherine was saying...
Gabriel sería mi compañero perfecto para esta pintura. Si fuéramos como un taller de Rubens, yo le digo a Gabriel, Gabriel, déjeme trato de hacer esta cabeza y usted haga las sábanas y las almohadas, que Gabriel hace unas camas re chéveres, entonces lo digo por eso.
Se complementarían.
Sí. Estaría muy chévere y nos dividimos la plata. Yo el 5% y Gabriel el 95%.
So I was saying thank you to Catherine. Catherine was commenting on my glasses. Thank you. Liad was asking...
Liad, you're back.
No. Way back. But maybe if Liad rewatches the video, he can see the answer.
Okay.
So before Liad had to step out, he was asking, what's better for painters? Far-sighted or nearsighted?
Oh, it's better if you're myopic, for sure. Yeah, for sure, 100%. Or unless you do like miniatures, then your eyes are like shot. So, yeah. But myopic is like painting like Velázquez. You know, that's no detail. I mean, no
But that happens
apparent
too with
detail.
hipermetropía.
Miopes. Si
Miopía
no ves de
y-
lejos.
Por eso, pero
Miope es no ver de lejos.
yo sé, pero hipermetropía es no ver de cerca. Y
Yeah, but usually people that can't read, they're totally fine looking at stuff that's afar.
yeah, but when you see, if for example you have a printed reference, you won't see the details in the printed
Yeah.
reference.
But
So
let's say
you
you
wouldn't
paint from
translate.
life. You know, it wouldn't be that bad.
So it depends
So I guess
on your
both. I mean both.
yeah.
If you can't if you have something that impairs your vision, for sure it's like, yeah, that's never gonna be good.
Gabriel Pozo dice yo feliz pintando las sábanas y un
Muy bien, muy
emoji
bien.
riéndose.
Y Gabriel estuvo como en una expo, vi que posteó algo como si tuviera una exposición o algo así, y me perdona si estoy como equivocado.
Is anyone painting alongside with
Is anyone
us?
here? Is anyone out there?
no, but I'm always curious to know if someone else is painting. Gabriel está pintando, la gente está pintando. Nos
La
puede dejar
gente.
saber. No, tengo curiosidad. I want to know if you're painting
¿Qué hace la gente?
or drawing or what are you doing? Es que is anyone out there? To see.
¿Qué?
Que is anyone out there?
Sí.
No. Tampoco. Pero todavía nadie responde.
Nadie, estás ahí en un abismo.
No hay nadie.
en un
Oh,
vacío.
Yellow says, me. What are you painting, Yellow? Are you painting something yellow?
Oh my God. That's what you're not getting responses.
They're blocking me.
Yeah.
Yellow said watercolor.
Oh,
that's cool.
Oh my God. Well, let's not interrupt him or them.
I-
I'm sorry.
I love that people are answering. So let's see.
Okay.
This is super interesting.
I love people who are acknowledging my questions.
Juan Cuevas said, I'm painting seashell.
A seashell?
And is it in oil or how is it? And is it like part of the painting or is it a painting of a seashell?
Okay, that's a lot of questions.
Or are you actually
Oh my
like
God,
painting
Danny! Like, let
on
them
top
breathe.
of a seashell?
Let them breathe.
Rosling is saying, I'm painting a still life and it's going poorly. No, Rosalind, why? And how's the still life?
We could just, yeah. Is it a seashell?
Dan Dawson said, I'm painting. What are you painting, Dan?
Oh my God.
Miguel Repolles Martínez dice sí. ¿Y qué está pintando Miguel? So I want more information. I want details. What are you painting?
Yeah, but you didn't originally ask for
So,
details. You just asked
are you
if people were painting.
Yes or no? What are you painting?
Oh my God, this is
Like
sounding
subject matter. And what's your technique? Yeah, it sounds like a
It's a
interview.
test.
Yeah. Undines dice, quisiera estar pintando ahora, estoy trabajando mientras veo y los escucho. ¿Y en qué trabajo?
Ay, Dios.
Me da curiosidad. Gabriel Dos Anjos said, I'm painting, but for my work.
Yeah.
And question, are Moleskine sketchbooks expensive in Colombia? Here in Brazil, they're very, very pricey.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are. Although, like, having gone to Brazil, we have, I mean, I don't think people out in the world realize how expensive things are for Brazilians.
Yeah?
Yeah, the import taxes in Brazil are just a disgrace. I have no idea when that started or why that started in their economy. I'm guessing it's a way of trying to promote people to consume local stuff.
Yeah, that's what usually happens
Yeah,
when
but-
you have like super high
Yeah, but
taxes of
I know,
importation.
and that's totally fine. But nowadays, the world is like, I mean, things are so accessible that it's pointless. Like, the government should subsidize stuff if they want to help the production of like locally produced stuff. or they should give tax breaks to those people, but they shouldn't just hike up the taxes so much. I mean, things in Brazil can cost up to 3 times as much as the price.
Because I think things that come from the United States, like things we import,
Yeah.
are usually expensive.
Yeah.
But I never thought. I mean, if you're saying 3 times,
oh, Brazil is
then
like, you'll see.
there's no point comparing with
Gabriel
how
can tell us,
expensive it
or
is
Marcelo
here.
can tell us, but it's it's not. It is not cool for
So,
them.
Gabriel, I am curious because Gabriel Dos Anjos was the one who asked, how is a like a regular sketchbook, like the tiny sketchbook, in if you do the change to dollars, maybe if you know, no, I'm not like putting a task for you to go check the prices, but maybe if you know, I would like to know how expensive it is to get a moleskin there.
Yeah, but I know like from video games, and that's why, video games tend to be like absurdly expensive over there, and that's why Brazil is one of the countries that pirates most in the world, because it was so expensive that, of course, when you could pirate stuff, like you would pirate everything.
Yeah. Marcelo Peralta is saying, in the end of the 70s and early 80s, we had super inflation period where they were as high as 70% monthly inflation. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
Wow. Miguel Repolles Martínez dice, estoy pintando para un concurso. ¿Qué opináis sobre los concursos y las oportunidades que dan dan a pintores que empiezan?
Nosotros no tenemos eso acá. Debe ser español, que en España hay muchísimos concursos como...
Pues acá está Arte Joven, digamos.
Sí, pero en
no
España hay concursos cada mes.
O
sea,
el de... Ay, ¿cómo es que se llama el de pintura? El de salón... Ahí.
¿Salón de Arte Joven?
No.
¿El de Colsanitas? ¿El de Sanitas?
No me acuerdo.
¿El Bacánica? ¿O el Salón de Arte Joven? Esos son
El
los
que
únicos
creo
dos.
que estuvo Luisita.
El Salón de Arte Joven.
Sí.
Del Nogal, sí. But ¿qué? ¿Era en español? Ah, sí, en España hay muchísimos. Es como parte de la tradición casi del pintar. No, si es algo viable, pues claro, pues o sea, qué chévere que exista ese estímulo. Nosotros no tenemos eso, la verdad.
No.
Para nosotros no ha existido nunca ese tipo de estímulos. Hay otro tipo de estímulos, pero y son muy de muy difícil acceso, honestamente.
Berica, when we were talking about Brazil, the inflation, Berica said similar situation happening here in Turkey. And Callum was saying moleskins are $25 here for the A31, here being the UK. So we have a point of comparison of the price in UK. AHES said in Romania, an A5 moleskin sketchbook is about $20-25.
So that's not bad.
No.
I got this one from off of like, whatever internet place you go by, for $40. The one this size.
But you got the US price and
Yeah.
you imported it.
Yeah,
Because
and I
it's
have to-
different when we buy it in the store here.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what,
And
like
here
the
a
price
smaller
point
one is $25.
Yeah.
100,000 pesos. Yeah. That's what it
Yeah.
costs.
Yeah, the small one.
The smallest one, yeah.
Yeah, because that, as I said, that price you got.
Off
Like
the
if,
internet.
if
yeah.
if it was here, it would be a lot more.
It would be
expensive.
a bit more. Yeah, for
I would
sure.
say a lot.
I don't know if a lot more, but yeah, in terms of the sketchbooks that you can get, yeah, it is expensive.
Marcelo Peralta said, I researched and the inflation peaked in 1990. It got to 80%.
Oh my God, wow.
At this time, money would devalue so much that we had money bills with absurd values like 50,000 cruzados.
Yeah, it's like Venezuela nowadays.
Yeah, the government had
not as bad as Venezuela, I'm sure, but...
The government had to create a new money
Yeah.
called Cruzado Novo
Yeah.
and recall all those 50,000 cruzados and stamp them with a new value of 50 cruzados novos.
Oh, that's Venezuela today. That's what Chavez did. I don't know if it was Chavez or Maduro, but the Bolivar Fuerte, when they had to, because there's so many zeros, that it was like, no.
Yeah.
Let's make, a million and turn it into one.
Yeah.
It was absurd. But nowadays it's, I think Venezuela has to have in the world, one of the most devalued currencies.
Yeah.
If not the most.
If not the most, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see that. Could you search the
yeah.
most devalued currency in the world, 2022 or 2021?
Argentina?
Oh, Argentina has gone, yeah.
Yeah.
Argentina's, they go through messes. Like every 10 years, it seems like they go through a complete mess.
Oh, no. It is.
It's Venezuela, yeah.
No.
No?
No. What? Venezuela is not even in this chart.
Oh, come on.
It
has
says
to
number
be.
1, lira turca.
So Turkey?
Number 2, peso argentino. Number 3, sol peruano. Number 4, peso chileno. Number 5, Colombian peso.
What?
But I don't know.
No.
Mm,
No. I could tell you that for sure. That no, I know that our peso has devalued, but never ever to the proportion of Venezuela.
let's
100%.
see here. But I mean, I don't know where they take the answers from, because now there's a completely different
Okay. So
thing. Yeah, it says number 1, riel, that's from Cambodia. Number 2, guarani from Paraguay. Number 3, the currency from Guinea, then from Laos, Indonesia. So, wait. I want to see because now there's another one.
yeah,
And
I
in
know.
this one, it's Venezuelan Bolivar, the first one. Like the weakest. The second one is Iranian Rial. Then Vietnamese, Indonesian, Sierra Leona. Let's see.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean,
but there's not unity in those answers. I mean, it was
no,
all over the
who
place.
knows who knows if they're looking from one year to another one. I know that in the space of 5 years, I think Venezuela is probably one of the worst in the world, sadly. Yeah.
Callum said, in Germany, after the war, people would burn money because it was cheaper than buying wood during hyperinflation. Gabriel Pozo dice, cuando estaba en Venezuela me daba miedo pintar con óleo porque no se podía comprar nada. De hecho, nunca pinté sino hasta que me mudé a los Estados Unidos en el 2016. Pero sí, lo de Venezuela es inaudito. Marcelo dice, we had a lot of name changes to make this 1,000-to-1 adjustment. Cruzeiro, cruzado, cruzado novo. Eventually, the government forced all prices in the country for a year and created a new currency called real. Real. Which was at the time 1-to-1 with the American dollar.
I remember that. Yeah, it was super strong.
Real currency was created in 1994. Since then, we have a much lower inflation, but today's ratio of real to American dollar is 5-to-1.
Oh, wow.
I really wish I had bought a painting from you, Nico, before the pandemic, when the ratio was lower, close to 3.5-to-1. Because we have Colombian peso it's kind of complicated because it's also 1,000 pesos, so 1,000 pesos, and 1,000 pesos.
Right now it's close to $4,000.
Like $4 is
no,
it?
$1.
No. $1. I'm sorry, is 4,000 pesos.
Not that, but right now it's not.
But
that. But it
3,800.
It's good. As a shorthand, it would be good to think 4,000
By
to
4,
1. Like
yeah.
super quickly.
A ver,
El dólar de hoy.
sí. Dólar hoy. Es 3.930. Sí.
Oh, wow. So no. So it's gone up already
Yeah.
again.
So it's, yeah, like 4. Let's say 4.
Yeah. Shorthand, 4,000 to 1.
Yeah. But there's a lot of people that get super confused when they come here because it's 1,000 pesos. But 1,000 pesos is nothing. It's not like,
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's
But
$1
I mean, if you,
to 4,000
yeah,
pesos.
but usually if you travel, like when you travel a lot, it means nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, just tell me what I multiply,
Yeah.
and that's it. You
Yeah,
just-
but when I was working as a bartender, I remember there was a lot of people that were not from here,
yeah.
and they were super lost. I was like, oh, it's 15,000 pesos, and they were like, what? What's that? So I had to
Yeah, pull out the
kind of
calculator. like-
show them, because there were a lot of people that didn't trust what I was saying, because that if they were American, for example, that sound as an absurd price for a beer. But
Oh,
I was like,
sure.
no, I mean, I'm not talking
I
in
mean,
dollars.
but when you're traveling, you have to know.
Yeah.
You have to know. Or just pass your credit card, and that's it. Just
Yeah. So Gabriel Dos Anjos said, the moleskin that I bought last year costed me $32, converting today. Size 14 centimeters by 20 centimeters. But this price is almost 15% of the minimum wage here.
oh yeah, let's
Yeah.
not talk about minimum wage. That's that. Yeah. Colombia still has like I mean, not close to the but we have one of the worst in Latin America for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Ours is right now $250 a month. Yeah. But it's yeah, if you compare it to Venezuela, I think Chile has like the best minimum wage in Latin America.
Let's see.
I think so.
Salario mínimo mensual vigente 2022.
Pero no acá es un millón.
No. O sea, estoy buscando como ranking. A ver. No. ¿En América Latina de pronto?
Sí, pon salario mínimo Latinoamérica.
Sí.
Y ahí sale.
A ver. Dice.
Porque estás viendo gatos, lindita.
¿Qué
Gatos
hablas?
bailando.
Ecuador lidera el ranking con un total de $425 mensuales en enero de este año. Luego Chile con 411.
Bueno, yo sabía que Chile estaba
Luego
arriba.
Panamá. Luego México. Luego Colombia.
Sí, ahí estoy
Y
viendo.
después Perú, Argentina y Brasil. O sea, estamos
No, es que en Venezuela
encima
es
de
$2
Perú, Argentina y Brasil. Y luego en
mensuales, por Dios.
Venezuela, sí.
Por Dios.
Sí, ¿qué es eso?
Qué barbaridad.
Absurdo.
Qué tristeza tan grande. Uno de los países que podía ser uno de los países más ricos de Latinoamérica
Que
por el petróleo.
¿Qué fue?
Que fue, sí.
Sí. Callum said, look at the photos of German hyperinflation in 1923. It's absolutely insane. People with wheelbarrows of money to pay for shopping. Yeah, absurd.
Yeah, in here it's very sad because there's Colombia opened its borders to Venezuela, and people would come in with just like these, stacks of bills,
Yeah, I even have one in
and
mind.
they'll sell it. They'll just tell you, "Hey, do you want to buy a bill that is nothing? It's just
Paper.
It's just literally. I think the paper on it is probably more expensive than the
What it buys.
Yeah. And so if you would take the bus, like for Danny and I, like when you would take the bus, the people, in the bus would tell you, hey, do you want to buy some bills?
Yeah,
and
I bought one.
Yeah, and they would charge you. I never did, but they would charge you whatever. Oh, no, you could give them whatever, right?
Yeah.
It was
I
just
bought
like, yeah,
one.
you could give me a...
They would even receive coins.
Yeah. They would
Yeah, I
be like,
remember
yeah,
I
just...
bought one for because I gave him 10,000 pesos, which is like
Oh, that's a lot.
yeah. And he was like, "Do you want to take them all?" And I was like, "What am gonna do with a lot of money? No, I want one. Like I wanted to support that because that was like mind blowing to me."
Oh, it's sad. I mean, it's
Yeah.
heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking.
Mi mamá dice, "Hello, mis amores. Hola, mi
Hello,
cholis.
Cholivin.
¿Cómo estás?" So let's see. When I was asking about painting,
Yeah,
I kind of skipped some things to go with the conversation,
yeah.
but I'm back. So Gabriel Pozo dice, todos los días pintando con ustedes. Qué chévere, muy chévere. Juan Fesit dice, hoy estoy fotografiando una pintura, pero el día en Bogotá está oscurísimo.
Están
Sí.
feos los días.
Sí, creo que no es el mejor día para la luz, para tomarle una foto a una pintura, pero ojalá le salgan súper a Juan las fotos. Yellow said, a portrait of myself. Oh, that's cool. Pages and Leaves said, I'm drawing. That's super cool. Ryan Webb said, I'm working on a graphic novel. Does that count? Of course
Oh,
it
of course that
counts.
counts.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. Is it yours? Is it like a personal thing, Ryan? Or are you doing the storytelling for somebody else's story?
Jesús de la Osa dice, sí, yo aquí pintando digitalmente, trato de terminarlos los jueves acomodado a su horario, jaja. Ah, qué chévere. Somos el horario de oficina de Jesús, horario de trabajo. Noel C. dice, saludos partiendo desde su
Blah, 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 blah.
No sé qué me está pasando hoy. Son las
Las
gafas.
gafas,
De
sí,
pronto
las
veo
gafas.
las letras muy
Mm.
distinto a como las veía
Sus ojos
siempre.
grandes, con esos ojos grandes ves todo muy extraño.
Sí. A ver, me perdí. Noel se dice, saludos. Partiendo desde su filosofía de socializar las pinturas, ¿qué piensan ambos sobre los NFTs?
Creo que habíamos hablado de eso.
Sí, ¿quieres resumen?
Resumo por lo menos lo que es mi parecer. O sea, fundamentalmente, en términos de los problemas que a veces tiene la gente que circundan alrededor de que uno está comprando cosas que no existen, digamos, que la gente dice, no, mucho imbécil se compró un avatar de un mico y le costó $1.000.000. O sea, yo no sé por qué la gente se afecta con eso cuando en el arte se ha despilfarrado dinero, o sea, durante por lo menos 80, 100 años. O sea, digamos como hablando del mercado de arte contemporáneo. Pero, entonces en ese sentido muchas veces digo como, no entiendo el argumento. O sea, no entiendo por qué está bien pagar como una cifra totalmente sobrevalorada por una pintura, digamos, pero no está bien pagarla por un archivo digital. O sea, ¿qué importa? Yo no sé por qué la pintura pensamos que inherentemente tiene más valor que, digamos, arte que puede existir en un servidor. Hay mucha gente que tiene problemas con eso. A mí esa parte no, o sea, si la gente tiene problemas con eso, para mí tienes problemas con todo el mercado del arte. Pero uno no puede decir, no, es que eso no lo vale, pero de pronto el otro día estábamos hablando de un Basquiat o algo así, o no sé cuándo fue que hablamos, que dije que, como que mencioné que Basquiat, una pintura de Basquiat vale $100 millones.
Sí.
O sea, uno no puede decir, ah, sí, claro, Basquiat vale $100 millones, una pintura, pero este mico no puede costar $1 millón. No, para mí es absurdo. Si uno de verdad tiene un problema con uno, tiene un problema con el otro, pero uno no puede escoger. Y hay otra gente que tiene problemas es porque está atado a una moneda virtual. Entonces que se vuelve una especie de, digamos que perpetuar el que la gente compre y venda NFTs lo que está haciendo es activando una moneda que es virtual, una moneda descentralizada que es virtual. Entonces, la gente que tiene mucho dinero en esa moneda lo que necesita es que más gente la utilice y se hagan más y más transacciones cada vez con la moneda. Entonces, lo entienden como una especie de pirámide, donde la gente que invirtió al comienzo y que empezó a hacer como transacciones súper tempranas se hace muchísimo dinero, y la gente que está aquí abajo que piensa que se va a volver rica es como si se estuviera... Es como los que venden Herbalife o los que venden, no sé, Ésica, ¿no? Eso, Ésica,
No,
no.
creo
¿Cómo
que
se
no.
llama?
Mm,
Lo de maquillaje que es enorme, que es como igual...
¿Avon?
Avon, que es como igual que Herbalife, que es enorme eso también. Eh, sí, pero ese tipo de cosas, digamos, hay mucha gente que le fastidia también que tenga como ese carácter ¿de qué? De pirámide. Ese sí lo repudio yo, porque en ese pocas personas se vuelven muy ricas, pero están convenciendo a muchísimas personas de que inviertan su dinero en, digamos que en esa planta baja, y esas personas son las que terminan de pronto con una moneda que se puede devaluar en un instante. O sea, y ahí tenían sus ahorros, y eso también sería una canallada. Eh, pero en cuanto a un espacio en donde se pueda comercializar arte digital, para mí no tiene ningún problema. Ninguno. Ninguno. Lo que pasa es que se comporta como una versión en esteroides de lo que es el mercado del arte. Y eso es lo que le fastidia a la gente, como que se dan cuenta de cuán desbalanceado es el mercado del arte realmente. Pero de resto a mí no me importa. Hay otras personas que tienen problemas con la implicación ambiental, porque pues para que funcionen todas estas monedas, criptomonedas, em, tienen que, o sea, básicamente tiene que haber muchísimos servidores prendidos o
Oye, ¿y
muchísimos computadores prendidos.
ha habido alguna comparación de esos servidores contra la impresión de billetes?
No, o sea, yo creo que todavía no está ni cerca
No, porque quiero
al
saber.
consumo de fósiles. No,
Es,
tú puedes mirar cuánto puede...
no, es que pensé que de pronto habías mirado algo de eso porque pues me da curiosidad.
No,
Porque
no,
pues
no.
igual pues o sea, la moneda de cualquier país
En algo que
también.
vi, yo creo que nosotros los dos vimos lo mismo, que decía que era como el 4 o el 5% de, de
Pero la
los...
nube, no Bitcoin.
O sea,
No, o
toda
sea,
la nube.
no esas.
Todo
Toda
lo
la
que quiere
nube de
decir
todo,
nube.
por eso.
Por eso imagínate, o sea, el impacto que puede tener, o sea, esto no quiero sonar desalmado, pero el impacto que puede tener un 5% contra, o sea, el consumo de, mm, ¿de qué? De combustible fósil es nada, es nada. O sea, si bajara el consumo de petróleo, o sea, el impacto sería enorme,
Mm.
enorme, absolutamente, o sea, enorme. Entonces, no porque y no quiero decir que no porque lo otro es más pequeño, entonces no quiera decir que no tengamos que tener cuidado. No, obvio no. Pero pues no es que el apocalipsis va a venir porque, o sea, finalmente va a llegar el apocalipsis porque la gente le dio por mantener un computador prendido harto tiempo. O porque tiene que tener esa tarjeta de video corriendo todo el tiempo para poder producir, para que las criptomonedas se puedan mantener así activas. No sé, esa es como mi versión generalizada de eso.
Margo
Mi
Delgado,
opinión.
ah,
Sí, ¿no?
Margo Delgado
Mío,
dice, yo
dime.
acabé justo cuando ustedes empezaron, puse la hora en la que estoy trabajando en hashtag Our Painted Lives.
Uy.
Gracias, Margo, qué chévere. Ahorita miramos a ver. Dan Dawson said, I'm painting my mom on a bed in oils.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, also a sleeping painting.
That's
That's
so nice.
nice. Iván dice, I'm painting an abstract POG. ¿Qué es POG?
I don't know.
P mayúscula o G.
I have to say I don't know.
¿Qué es, Iván? Eh, Ni idea.
No. ¿O POV será? De
No.
pronto, y de pronto se le corrigió.
POG.
No, por eso, pero POV es como lo
Pues
que
sí,
uno ve.
punto de vista, sí. Point of view, yo sé, pero
Pero, no sé, lo otro no sé. De pronto se le autocorrigió.
de pronto, de pronto. A ver, miremos.
O de pronto es algo que no sabemos.
Um,
So I feel comfortable enough now to start to see what my painting will look like. I know it's kind of messy there, but it's a little open. It's kind of nebulous enough to be nice because I usually do work like within midtones. So I want to see if this is going to feel kind of burrowed in. I kind of like the character that it has right now. So let's start there. At least it gave me like a I am at an instance where I can say, okay, I think what's going on right now I like. ¿Qué hubo, dime, Samu?
no, que
Bueno.
tiene un calambre.
Ah, bueno, pero ten cuidado.
Estira hacia abajo. O sea, cógete la punta del pie.
Bueno,
Sí, chao, bueno.
dale, ya nos vemos.
Red Frank 1 was asking, is your painting inspired by Sorolla?
Oh, look at that. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying, because Sergi
'Cause
mentioned that as soon as we started.
Yeah, I posted the image
Yeah.
again on screen.
I love the stillness of a sleeping pose for sure. And, you know, even though these are like, this is Danny sleeping, so it's very particular. Yeah, for sure. That painting has never left my brain.
Yeah.
Has never, ever left my brain since I saw it. So every time I go to his house in Madrid, that's a painting. I think it's a little high. I mean, some of those. I mean, it's wonderful because the museum is his house and his studio. But some of those paintings, I wish they were easier to look at. They're not like super well hung. Unfortunately, sometimes they're high. They're a little too high, I feel. But that's because they have to make the best with what they have, with the space that they have. So it's a magical place. If you guys have never been to Sorolla's house in Madrid, oh my God, you gotta go. You have to go. It's incredible.
Ryan Webb was saying, yeah, my friend wrote it, and I'm doing the drawing and inking of the graphic novel.
Oh, nice.
Gabriel Pozo was saying, what Callum is saying is very analogous to Venezuela. The American dollar is the unofficial currency because nobody uses the bolivar now. 3D Bersec 1 dice, el arte moderno también tiene muchos problemas. ¿No se acuerdan del banano pegado a la pared con cinta? Y Marcelo Peralta le dice, that banana has elements of cynicism. Cynicism on its concept. It's kind of interesting. The buyer
Catalan is like I think Catalan is like an objectively cool artist.
Yeah,
Mauricio Catalan.
Yeah, but wait. Marcelo said the buyer got a certificate of authenticity, so he's the only person that can tape a banana to the wall and call it the original one. It's a quote unquote chiste, a joke on the art market itself. And 3D Bersec 1 said,
But it's a
sure.
$150,000 joke. If I'm not mistaken, that was the price.
Yeah, so Marcelo said, I'm sorry, 3D Bersec 1 said, sure, $120,000 USD for a banana. Very interesting. And Marcelo said, I don't like the work, quote unquote, itself, but it lends itself to a good conversation about the art market and how some things are priced. It's not a fortune for a banana, but the idea of selling an authenticity paper of something mundane. So yeah, that's the conversation. So now maybe you can...
Yeah. No. But I mean, that's no different than Duchamp with the urinal. I mean, why would a banana right now, like, put us over the edge? Just taping a banana to a wall and we're like, oh my God, what is this? What date is Duchamp's urinal?
Let's see.
So 1917. My
yeah.
God, it's so early. Oh my God, the beginning of the 20th century is incredible.
I thought it was later.
Incredible. 1917 did Bouguereau die by then? I just want to see. Bouguereau. Yeah, he died in 1905. But can you imagine that, Danny? Like 10 years. 10 years.
Yeah, after
10
that.
years after Bouguereau dies.
Yeah.
You know, you're exhibiting a urinal.
Yeah.
10 years. Like, art world was going at a speed, like hyper
crazy.
Speed. It's insane. The 20th century is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So I have no idea how we can think that a banana is like the most insane thing in the world, when just this porcelain urinal. Oh my God!
You're like me.
Yeah,
personal urinal.
Personal urinal. That would be nice.
But you said urinal.
Yeah. What is it that you're carrying there? Oh, my personal urinal. Porcelain urinal. How much could you, Danny, do that? Like, look for that. How much did it sell for? Or what's the current value of one of those urinals? I'm sure it's more than $120,000.
So it said in 2018.
Yeah.
$2 million.
There we go. For a urinal.
Yeah.
And all it had, because Marcelo's saying, well, you get a certificate.
Yeah.
But all that urinal had, the one thing that was just different was that Duchamp signed it with Mutt, or what was it? The signature?
Air Mutt.
Yeah.
Air Mutt, was it? Yeah. Air Mutt. And the date.
There you go. That was the one difference between any other urinal that you would ever encounter in your life, if you're a man.
I mean, and look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's behind glass.
Yeah. It's a urinal.
Look.
And people staring at a urinal.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So, why are we surprised that after a urinal you could sell anything? Why? Like, we don't have the right to be surprised, to be honest.
Noel C. dice, wow, me volaron la cabeza con la conexión del guineo en la pared y el urinal de Duchamp. Totalmente de acuerdo. No sé por qué dije Duchamp tan raro. Dije
Duchamp,
como
sí.
Duchamps.
No.
Dije algo rarísimo.
No, Deschamps era el jugador de fútbol.
No, tranquilo.
Que se volvió el técnico.
Pero
no
es
sé
que
si
me
todavía
sonó
es técnico
como
de Francia.
Duchamp.
No.
Me sonó raro. And it was... perdón, en español. Fue súper curioso porque hablaste de Bouguereau.
Ya.
Y antes de eso, la pregunta que tenía subrayada era de Víctor Roca, que decía, ¿qué opinas de Adolphe Bouguereau?
Un genio, pues el exponente como más lindo de la pintura académica francesa. Muy lindo. Es como la culminación de todo lo neoclásico. Termina ahí con la academia, con Bouguereau. No, se me hace un genio absoluto. Y es absurdo, la calidad de pintura que él tiene es absurda. Absurda. La calidad de dibujo es una cosa de otro planeta.
Marcelo Peralta said, "You're right, Nicolas. Not original or edgy at all. Only for those who doesn't know art history, but the subject is still relevant on these NFT times."
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it does. Again, we don't have I don't know why we are tearing our clothes, rasgándonos las vestiduras.
Muy bien.
Why we are deciding right now to be shocked by the commerce of art. It's like at this moment in time when we've endured just ridiculous overpricing for, over a century. But now we are like, you know what tipped us over the edge? Like the avatar of a monkey. That's what tipped us over the edge. Not the banana, not the urinal. No, it was just a dumb avatar of a monkey. So, I don't know. That's the part that doesn't make sense to me.
3D Berserk. You okay?
Yeah.
3D Berserk 1 said, and Spanish artist and YouTuber Antonio Garcia Villaran has coined the term amparte. You should look it up.
Yeah, I saw that video. I didn't yeah. I'm not the thing is I'm not offended by Mauricio Catalan putting a banana. I think that's the difference. I have no issue with him putting a banana on a wall and taping it, with duct tape to a wall. I have no issue. Why would you ever have an issue? And why would you be so conflicted by saying, yeah, that can't be art? Yeah, of course it can be. Of course it can. It does. It is a culmination of like a thought process that has endured decades. And I really don't have a problem with that. Not at all. Not at all. I think art is fascinating when it challenges things, and for sure that is, you could argue whatever you want, but it is, challenging in some way. So I don't know. I don't have a conflict with that. I don't have a conflict with Piero Manzoni putting his feces in a tin can, and selling that. I don't have a problem with who did the what's his name? I forget now. Like a self-portrait with his own blood. Come on, Mark Quinn, maybe? Is it Mark Quinn, Danny? Could you check?
Yeah, I'm checking. Yeah.
Yeah? It's a self-portrait with blood.
Yeah.
There we go. So, yeah, I don't have an issue with that. I don't care. I think it's fascinating. It's like its own blood.
Ew.
It's amazing.
I've never seen this.
Yeah, and you know what was the funniest?
What?
Saatchi had I don't think they're married still, but he was married to this woman that was very famous, a very famous chef, like TV chef. And he had bought that one of those self-portraits by Mark Quinn. And he had it displayed, like, I guess in a kitchen.
It melted.
And
No.
but it had to be, constantly plugged in because it was a freezer.
Yeah.
Because what kept the blood from
no.
like what kept the blood like that was that it had to be at a certain temperature.
Yeah.
And she unplugged. She didn't know what she was
She
unplugging.
wanted to charge her phone.
Yeah, she didn't know what she was
And
unplugging
she-
because she needed to, like, I don't know, cook with something, like
Oh my God.
like plug some appliance. And that's fine. I'm not making fun of her. I'm just making fun of like the whole situation.
Yeah.
And she unplugged it, and then there was and she didn't know, and I think they left, and when they came back there was a pool of blood on the floor.
No.
Yeah.
And how?
I think that Mark Quinn gave them another sculpture. I mean, it's Saatchi, so.
Yeah. But I was gonna ask, like, the price.
Oh,
of
I don't
it?
know how much he paid for it. You could try it and check.
Yeah.
It's probably like hundreds of thousands of dollars for sure, if not $1 million. Because he's a very famous sculptor, like contemporary sculptor. He's very cool, actually.
Yeah. No, I know him, but I don't know why I've never seen that.
Like that story or the I remember I read
No,
that.
the face.
Oh yeah, those are super cool.
Let's see. So it says head made of blood sold by Saatchi for the profit of $1,487,000.
There we go. But Saatchi sold it.
It says here, yeah.
Yeah, so he probably made it's like with Hearst's shark. He obviously buys it for less and then sells it for a lot more, a hell of a lot more. That's what Saatchi has done always.
Yeah, I can't see how much did he bought it. Oh no, it says 1 million for 487 pounds.
487,000 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh my, that's like $2 million.
Yeah.
Or maybe more than that.
Yeah. And this is in the Independent.
Oh,
so
wow.
I think it's...
So imagine unplugging $2 million worth of blood.
No.
Isn't that amazing?
So crazy. But as you said, I mean, it was Sachi, so he got another one.
I'm sure he said, "Oh, Mark, look what happened." And they probably had a laugh. And
Yeah.
he's like, the same way that Hearst had to redo his shark.
Yeah.
It was rotting away and he had to redo it. And that's fine. Like, nowadays we think we like the work of art has so little meaning now that Hearst can say, "Oh yeah, that's the original one. That's the one that I did, but don't worry, I'll just do another one."
Yeah.
Because that one is just dying too quickly. It's deteriorating too fast. Wouldn't you have loved to see like that shrinking shark in the tank?
Yeah.
Like super shrunk and
Is there
shriveled.
any image of
Oh,
that?
no. Well, there's an image of what it looked like initially
end?
and then what it was looking like at the end.
I've never
You can
seen
find those.
that.
You can tell that it's shrinking, that it was shrinking. I saw those pictures at some point. I would have loved if he would have kept it. Like just this shrinking little mass of like, that would have been so cool. Now that I never thought about it, but that would have been so powerful, I think. Why are there dancing cats again,
No.
Danny? What are you Googling?
So let's see. Shrunken shark. Let's see.
Or rotting, maybe.
This one, no.
It was, you could tell that it was like really shriveled. Like compared to what originally, like the original one.
No, I don't see it.
Yeah, we can look for it later. but
Yeah. Decomposed, maybe.
Yeah, because I think if you would search like before and after.
Oh yeah, it's this one, because it says, Hearst pickled shark is rotting and needs to be replaced.
Right.
But look, I mean, the image is like, okay, I can't see it because I have to pay.
Yeah, but we can look for that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why I say, come on, we've been through all of that. All of that. Like the art market and the art world has been through so much.
Yeah.
That now we choose to be offended by a banana or by a monkey avatar. Like that is what tipped us over the edge. What is going on? Like, why did we suddenly grow a conscience? Like, what is going on that we think that is, like, that's when it became absurd?
Let's see. Irving Torres Art said, I would have to disagree with you on that one, Nicolas.
Sure.
But I respect your opinion. Just a thought.
Same.
If everything could be art, then nothing is. I guess my brain doesn't function that way, and I don't give any value to that kind of art myself. But I'm not the holder of the absolute truth.
I would, I could tell you right now that, for example, both Danny and I think I'm going to speak for both of us, but because I know us. For sure, like if we, for example, Danny's going to go to Rome now. She's going to accompany me
to the workshop
that we have in July. And
like it's a fact.
I can tell you that when you go into St. Peter's, I mean, your soul is just like drained from your body. It's like one of those moments that you're like, oh my God, like, what is this? This is amazing. This is like, it has to be one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. Or if you go and see Bernini, any sculpture from Bernini, you are floored.
Like mind blowing.
Right. And you realize, oh my God, like this is what human beings are capable of. I mean, in the case of St. Peter's, this is what the church is capable of. And I mean, let's just um, let's put a tiny bit of doubt into what that entails. At least let's be somewhat critical of what the church did for centuries. But regardless, in terms of what a human being can execute, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's like the pinnacle of what we are creatively capable of. You're totally right. Like there should be a place where every time you see a Caravaggio or a Velázquez or a Rubens or a Michelangelo sculpture or a Bernini sculpture, your brain just says, okay, this is something else. This is different. And yeah, that part of your brain doesn't have to light up when you see a banana taped to the wall.
Yeah, because when you're saying it's art, it doesn't mean you're saying you like it or you appreciate it or like it moved you.
Or that I think it's the same thing as a Bernini.
Yeah,
Bernini.
no. I mean, and I know that if, for example, we both had the chance to go to see Bernini or to go to see a Damien Hirst shark, we would be, or I don't know why you turned, but I would run to see Bernini.
Oh yeah,
I would never choose to go.
You know what was the weirdest thing?
What?
Last year,
yeah.
They had a Damien Hirst exhibit right alongside the Berninis.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was ridiculous. It was the weirdest thing ever. The weirdest. It was like the strangest thing ever.
Yeah,
ever.
And I think the Damien Hirst example is a little bit complicated because, I mean, it's also an animal, so it has more.
Damien Hirst or the shark?
I'm talking about the shark.
Oh, okay, so you had to.
But I think it's more complicated to see, like, to understand it, because you see, like, what was a living being.
Yeah.
So it's more
like a menacing being too, like a predator, one of Earth's mightiest predators.
Because I was gonna say that there's a lot of people against that wouldn't be as vocal with, for example, the banana, because it's just a banana. I mean, but we're not saying that that's amazing. We're just saying, like, everything's been done in the art world. I mean, it's not crazy to think about a banana taped on a wall, because it's been done. And that's why you said the example of the urinal of the champ. The champ again.
Yeah.
The champ.
El champas.
El champ. But because, I mean, it's been done. It's not as crazy. And as Marcelo said, it's not like something super new, super edgy. No, it's been done.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
So I think you were referring more to that, and it's not like that's the art you appreciate. It's not like you say, like, oh, in my bucket list is to go to see the shark of
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind seeing
if you're
the
there,
shark.
you would see it. Yeah, but it's not like if
I
they
mean, it's
say,
not like the
would
Night
you like
Watch?
to have that or the Goya?
No,
I mean,
for sure. No, it's not as if, hey, we just have time to see one of these two. Do you want to go see the Night Watch? Or do you want to go see the shark? No. I could tell
that's what I'm saying.
100 out of 100 times I would pick Rembrandt. But I think it's necessary. I think those exercises are necessary for the art world. Because if not, what are we supposed to do? The same thing for centuries? Like ad infinitum?
Yeah,
We're
I don't
supposed
think
to
the
paint
solution is
the same paintings
being
based on the same values forever and ever and ever.
And ever. Liet said, I mean, I'm opposed to the shark sculpture on principle, and I think it's horrible that he made another one.
But Danny, could you look up, because I think the way they got that shark is not an inhumane way. It's not as if they went hunting for sharks. But double check for me, because I think that there was I am defending Hearst. My God, who would have known? But I do think that second shark that they got was under
Well, the first one,
1991,
it says.
Yeah.
The work was funded by Charles Saatchi, who in 1991 had offered to pay for whatever artwork Hearst wanted to create. The shark itself cost Hearst £6,000, and the total cost of the work was 50,000 pounds.
Yeah.
The shark was caught off Harvey Bay in Queensland, Australia, by a fisherman commissioned to do so.
Okay, so that's not cool.
Yeah, that's
So,
not cool,
Initially,
cool at all.
horrible. You're completely right, Liad. Like, sharks, first of all, sharks shouldn't be hunted. First, period.
Never.
That's like dead stop, period.
Yeah.
Period. Because what fishermen do with sharks, like cutting their fins,
It
and, I
is
mean, it's
terrible.
horrendous. It's horrendous. It's
Yeah.
absolutely horrendous. It's completely unnecessary. It's horrendous. You're 100% right. I don't think there is, I don't think we could ever challenge that. So, yes, in that, based upon that, yes, that work of art should not exist. We are talking about, the idiot, Damien Hirst, that took a photograph laughing right next to a cadaver. So, young Hirst in that very famous photograph of himself just laughing right next to a dead person. So, I guess the art world gets what it deserves, in that sense. If you give like a, egomaniac complete liberty, that's what happens. That's what happens. But I do, playing devil's advocate, and when we're talking about Hearst, it's like devil's advocate. I think we need those people. I don't think you can gatekeep the art world. I don't think you can put walls around the art world. Like, if I had to choose, and I think this is like a very binary choice, I much rather have idiots from time to time making those stupid decisions and understanding that there is complete liberty to, have this shark in formaldehyde or painting or putting a banana on a wall, and not think that there is an entity that can tell you that's not art. That shouldn't be art. We should not consider this art. So the point where I usually break, and you're totally right, Liad. Like, if there's suffering involved, like when we were talking about that guy, that Central American artist with the dog that chained up the dog.
Yep.
I mean, forget it. Come on.
He's a douchebag.
Yeah, he should go to jail.
Yeah.
He should go to jail. That's what they should do.
Yeah.
I'm the sort of person, I don't know if you guys like soccer, but I was telling Danny the other day
No,
that,
and we talked about it here.
Kurt Zuma.
Oh,
Yeah, it's horrible.
yeah.
Like, he's a player. He used to be a Chelsea player. He plays for West Ham now, and there was a video of him like kicking his cat and slapping his cat.
Yeah.
And it's horrendous,
Yeah.
absolutely horrendous. I have no idea how he was playing.
Because he was playing
last
the last
weekend.
Yeah, the last match.
Yeah, he
Like,
was playing.
nothing ever happened.
And I was like, just fire his ass. Come
Yeah.
on, what the hell is wrong with us?
yeah.
Like, what is going on? Just
Yeah.
fire his ass. It is just, those points drive me insane. But in a more abstract sense, like, I much rather give ourselves the liberty to, make mistakes, hopefully not as stupid as those mistakes, but try to push the art world. Just challenge and push and push and push, rather than it becoming stale, even if it's beautifully stale. Even if it's like the most wonderful thing you've ever seen in the world, and you say, no, we have to keep doing this. These are the values that should be art. Because I don't think that's the way it's supposed to be. I think a healthy art world, it almost like balances itself out. The only reason I think that it's hard for the art world to balance itself out is because of the art market. Because the art market is just, the tentacles of the art market are strangling the art world. And that makes it super, super hard for things to level on their own, for time to go, to pass by, and for, natural kind of cycles to happen. No, unfortunately, those cycles, I think, are blocked or are controlled by people that want to make money off the art world. So I think that's where the problem lies in, to be honest, at least in my perception.
Yeah. So, a ver, un paréntesis rápido.
Sí.
Ahora Cadabra dice, quería preguntarles a qué correo electrónico se les puede contactar. El correo que aparece en la página web parece estar inactivo, Perdona por preguntar por acá, realmente no se me ocurrió un mejor
Pero creo que el
lugar.
correo de la página...
Es info arroba...
Sí, pero creo que eso me linkea a mi correo. Pero pueden mandar nicolasuribeopl@gmail.
O Nicolás Uribe, sí.
Nicolasuribeopl.
OPL, sí, sí, sí.
arroba-
No
arroba
iba a
gmail.
decir, no iba a decir ese, iba a decir
No, sí, pero mejor. Inés.
otro. Mi prima dice, hi, hoy tarde de nuevo acá presente. Dani, qué lindas gafas. Ay, gracias.
Ué.
Gracias, baby. Son nuevas y se ven más grandes en cámara.
Son nuevas, Cacaíto Rodríguez.
Cacaíto pelón. Marcelo Peralta was saying, Nicolas, have you seen artists Sun Yuan and Peng Yu work titled Can't Help Myself?
No, I can't say I have.
Yeah, I think.
Or
is
maybe,
it
and I don't know
is
it by
the
that title.
Robot? Wait, because I don't know.
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah, yeah.
help myself
This
when
one.
I'm with
Yeah,
you.
you've seen it.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I love it too.
I love it. I think it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
my God.
It's so crazy how, because if I'm not wrong, maybe I'm going to check later, but it's not actual blood.
No.
like-
No, it's
so-
like a...
it's a liquid that looks like
yeah,
blood.
yeah.
But when I first saw the video, I was like, how is it that you can feel like pain by seeing a robot hand cleaning
Yeah.
something?
Just like
'cause
wiping.
a red liquid, and your
Yeah.
head thinks
But-
it's like blood, and it's like,
You know that I mean, I think instinctually we kind of associate it with blood. I mean, I think the connection that we have with red as a color, it very much so has to do with our own blood, for sure. But for me, it gives me like anxiety and peace at the same time. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's why
how a
I'm
work
saying-
of art can give me those two at the
Yeah.
same time. But I love it. It's one of those things that I could tell you right now. I could stare at that for 2 hours.
yeah, me too.
2 hours. I could stare at that
yeah,
thing.
I would love to see it in person.
Yeah, that I would think it
Yeah.
it is a fascinating work of art.
Yeah.
I feel.
I
To-
think
in,
that too.
In my heart, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about it.
yeah.
Hopefully, Marcelo it said that he liked it.
No, Marcelo never said more about that.
Maybe he was like, "'Cause it's a piece of
'Cause
crap."
it's the worst. Yeah. But
No,
that's
but
cool,
I would
'cause
be
that's
like, yeah, I
also-
respect that. But
Because that's also how art works.
yeah,
I mean,
I would be like, I totally respect that. But honestly, I find it fascinating.
Marcelo Peralta said, it is motor oil, Danny. The very same kiln that the machine needs to operate. So it's machine blood, I guess.
Oh, where is Callum?
Callum.
Callum is crying. Callum
Yeah.
is like, no, that image.
Crying oil.
We can't see that image. That image is prohibited in Callum's
Yeah.
space.
Vista said leafy and a crying emoji. Leafy? Oh, because they're saying hi between themselves. I had no idea what they were saying.
Okay.
But now I see that Leaf Veiled Boy said Sergio and Sergiard said
Is
Leafy.
Ricardo? Leafy is Ricardo?
I have no idea. It's Leaf Veiled Boy.
Maybe it's Ricardo.
And then Vista said
Le
Leafy.
mandamos un abrazo muy grande a Ricardo, sí es Ricardo.
Y si no es, también un abrazo.
También muy grande.
Ahora Cadabra dice, ¿sabían que el artista que exhibió al perro más bien lo rescató de la calle y tomó fotos de su recuperación exhibiéndolas luego en orden inverso?
No, pero
Yo tampoco
no sé
lo
si estamos
sabía
hablando
hasta
del
hace-
mismo artista.
No.
Pero, o sea, no hay nada que justifique que encadene a un perro
Sí,
y que
que lo deje ahí.
y que lo deje sin comer
y sin
en una
nada.
galería de arte.
Sí.
Nada. No me importa qué hizo antes, no me importa qué hace después.
Sí. No,
Pienso-
si uno no puede decir, no, lo torturé un rato, pero pues
No,
después lo
pienso que
lo
uno es
adopté.
un psicópata. O sea,
Sí,
pienso que uno
sí, eso es como...
está uno mal de la cabeza
Otro
y uno no
nivel.
puede justificar nada con eso. Entonces, la verdad peco de ignorancia de no saber ni el después ni el antes, porque no quiero saber de ese artista,
Sí.
porque lo que sí sé es o sea, de lo que sí tuve conocimiento fue de ese momento cuando expuso esa obra. Y a mí no me importa el contexto que exista con eso, pero no estoy de acuerdo.
Marcelo Peralta, talking about the robot,
Yeah.
said, I love it. Yeah, we love it too. It's so good. And Marcelo said, different from the shark, it's an art about decay, and so it did. The robot stopped working when all its oil spilled out. Now I liked it more. I didn't
Amazing.
know that was oil.
No, me neither. To tell you the truth,
that's like,
I just thought it was a like this perpetual, infinite task of like.
and I didn't know it was the oil that the machine was using to function. It's so. I mean, it's a perfect artwork.
So Marcelo, it had I guess a
like a leak.
A percentage. Yeah, it had a leak that would spill the oil out, but I guess there was a percentage of that oil that would be residue that was wasted. Let's say. So when the waste became larger, or when the waste became, the volume that the machine needed, that's when it stopped.
That's so
perfect.
Beautiful.
Perfection. It's perfect. It's perfect.
I love it.
And it's a machine desperately trying to be alive, like Callum.
Like Callum.
It's
Yeah. No, but that's amazing. I really love that one. Leaf Veiled Boy said, ¿no?
Sí,
Dice,
ese es Ricardo.
Sí, soy Ricardo, jaja, los quiero mucho.
Grande, Ricardo, grande.
Yo no había visto que estaba Leaf Veiled Boy acá antes.
Creo que nos saludó, sí, creo que Ricardo nos saludó un día.
Pero entonces cambió de usuario.
Ricardo es camaleónico. Es mutante. Es flexible.
Flexible.
No sé, estoy...
Ahora Cadabra dice, totalmente de acuerdo, nada justifica algo así jamás. Solo no estoy segura que tanto será verdad y que tanto mito. De lo del perro.
¿Será un mito así?
De lo del perro.
Pues por lo menos aquí en Colombia la noticia fue súper fuerte.
Sí.
Pero yo creo que eso está documentado.
Vista said, there are NFT albums now. My friend Halik Maul sold his album for $235,000. Regularly, a song would have to get 53 million streams to profit that much.
That is a lot of money. Yes.
Marcelo Peralta said, at first, the robot did a dance routine when it had time to spare. As the puddle became bigger, the robot spent more time working on containing the oil spill and less time dancing.
What?
No, it's so good. I want to read more about that.
Now we have to see the whole performance.
Yeah. But that's like 10 days. Yeah.
Or like an abbreviated version.
An OPL 24-hour stream.
With the robot.
Yeah, but I would love to see that one. No, because I don't want...
That was us interviewing the robot. For some reason, I just imagined.
Okay.
Hello, Danny.
But do
nice
you think...
glasses.
Do you think the robot would talk like that?
I don't know what Callum's accent sounds like, so... No, I actually know what Callum sounds like.
Callum disconnected after we talked about that art piece.
Yeah,
maybe
he was out of oil. Well,
so
it's
sensitive.
It's just, it's personal for him.
It's brutal.
Yeah, I know.
For him. Roslyn said, the painting is developing beautifully.
Thank you.
Also,
Roslyn.
the convo is so interesting. I'm of the belief anything/everything is art. I debate that idea regularly with my son. My point is always it was done. And Roslyn also said, art doesn't have to be done well to be art. What? It doesn't have to be done well to be art.
That is true.
That's super true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because when we say about, for example, again, Damien Hirst, we're not saying it's a masterfully done piece of art. We're just saying it's art.
It's sad that he's the most famous artist alive.
Yeah.
You know, that's somebody who I find incredibly, I just don't like him. Like, let's try not to get like super personal or say stuff that's offensive. I just don't like him at all. At all. I don't like what he stands for. I don't like what he did to the art market. I just don't like it. And yet he's the most famous artist alive. Like, what can we do about that? Like, that's, I mean, we brought ourselves, like, we as a, society, we as humanity, we walked into this almost like willfully, I think. So I don't know, but I do think it's interesting. I do think it's actually super, super interesting to go through these things.
Gabriel Pozo said, I Weiwei's sunflower seeds kind of changed my life. I've been thinking of Malevics. Malevics?
Yeah. The white.
But I am pronouncing it okay.
Yeah, the Russian artist.
Square a lot too.
Yeah.
Modernism truly is interesting. It kind of awesome that Desiderio holds it so dearly.
It's fascinating. I think, there is, it was this necessary rupture. Absolutely necessary. I don't know. We were talking, we were in a podcast with Teresa Oaxaca.
Oh, yeah. Teresa. Yeah, I always go with Teresa.
I would go with Teresa, yeah. My brain goes with Teresa. Which, by the way, because Danny pointed this out, so you guys know this when you hear the podcast. It wasn't our podcast. It wasn't one of our interviews. It was for her podcast. But I thought that she was closer to my age for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
And I did a ton of arguments thinking that she was closer to my generation.
Yeah, and at that moment, I was like,
Yeah.
Because I've Googled.
You should have kicked me. You should have kicked me and been.
No, because I took your hand.
I didn't
and then
know,
you start like rubbing your fingers. So you thought I was like giving
I think
you
you just
love.
wanted to hold my hand or something.
Yeah, no, but I was like doing like this.
Oh,
and
dude, you should have said, no, always, Danny, correct me.
No,
Every time you know something, even if it's in public, correct me in public. I
because she
don't
was
mind
like,
being
oh,
wrong.
yeah, new generations.
Yeah, that's
and
the
I
thing.
was
Like, neither of them corrected me, and I felt like so
she's
bad.
3 years older
She's
than
like
I am.
3 years older than you.
Yeah.
So
she's.
I felt like such an idiot. I felt
No,
so
that's
stupid.
fine. I mean, it's fine. Because she never felt bad. She wasn't like, wow, wait. Because maybe they don't even know how old are you. And they didn't know
but
how old,
I usually date myself with
how
the comments.
old I was. Yeah.
Yeah, but...
So that's why also in the podcast, I said my age.
I know,
'Cause
but
when
you were
you
trying
said,
to
like-
help me like in a super abstract way. Just next time,
yeah,
just correct me.
Because you were like, you were talking about how we were four in the conversation, and you talked about how you were near to their age, and I was a little bit younger.
Like of a different generation. Yeah,
but then I thought, wow, if she's 30, and you're saying that I'm.
Oh,
like,
yeah, she thought you were 14.
She thought I was like 13. Yeah. So
yeah.
that's like, I was like, I'm going to be 27 in 2 months. And she was like, oh. And then she said something about her starting something at 30.
Yeah. I
last year.
Yeah, that was.
And you were like,
my bad. That was. I'll own up to that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I think I thought it was funny. Because when you said that, I was like, did I read it incorrect?
No,
like,
you actually did the homework and I didn't. So
did
that
I
was
saw
pretty
the
good.
incorrect information and maybe she isn't the age I think she is? But that's why I was like, no, I'm gonna try to tell you, but I'm not gonna tell you because maybe
I don't feel bad.
I am wrong. No, because I thought that maybe I was wrong, and maybe that was.
Oh no, and if we have gotten to that place, we could have just asked her and that's it, and that would have been super easy, and I would have just apologized and that's it.
Yeah.
But I was gonna go and I was gonna say something. Do you remember what I was saying? No, me neither.
What were we even talking about?
I forget. I think I was saying like about the 20th century. Yeah. And I was saying how, to me, it's like the most valuable thing that happened to painting, particularly, I mean, to the art. I think in terms of the speed at which the art world was moving, I think it was so necessary. It's like absolutely necessary. Because the 1900s are just this explosion of everything just coming together. And, but I was saying how I don't appreciate how, contemporary classic ateliers, I know that sounds weird, but these ateliers that are pushing classical virtues of art, classical values or academic values of art, they usually feel like they have to oppose the 20th century. Like they usually feel like they were betrayed by the 20th century. I've never felt that way. I've never felt like, oh my God, what did you do to my painting, 20th century? Like, look how we were painting. Look at, I don't know, all historical, like these huge historical paintings that were done at the turn of the century. Look at Zorn, Sorolla, Sargent. Like, look at the pinnacle of painting. I mean, if you think about it, it's just crazy that all these painters were painting at the same time. But I don't feel that. I don't. I really, really don't. And I don't appreciate that there are schools of thought that think that they have to demonize the 20th century to understand their own identity. You can be whatever you want. You don't have to just, like, I think you can spend your whole life like saying the things that you're not. And I think it's far more valuable to just say the things that you are. Because the things that you are what ultimately make you you.
Yeah.
But the things that you're not are millions of things. Millions of things. So I sometimes think it's a waste of energy to just concentrate on, like, tell me about yourself. Could you imagine if somebody said, tell me about yourself? And you could be well intended, but if you started like, tell me about yourself. Oh, I'm not a racist. And what? Like, why would you start like
saying that,
stating something like, that you're not?
Wrong?
Like, that's no, like, show me your values. Like tell me something about your values, but you don't have to like start with something that's, I mean, it's absurd to say all the things that you're not. I don't think that that's what defines us. I don't know if that's a way that obviously makes up, in the effort of trying to define us. Yeah, we take stands and we say, I believe in this or I oppose this. But I think that in the moment where you have to express like what you are about, like if I want to go to an atelier, a contemporary atelier, I don't want to hear them like, and I'll be super honest. For example, the MEAM, which I think it's in better hands right now, they have a whole manifesto against the 20th century in their it used to be in their webpage, but now it's in their blog. It's like a blog thing that's tied to their page, but it's still there. And sometimes I'm like, this is completely unnecessary. Just tell me the values that you wish to promote, but don't tell me like that you've been robbed. Don't tell me that you're doing this because you're fighting, all these things that robbed you from the place that you deserved throughout this 20th century. I don't believe in those things. I think the 20th century was amazing. I don't mind that we live in a world where a banana can be put on a wall. I think, again, if you have a problem with it being $120,000 or $150,000, because I forget. Could you check?
120. They were saying here, but
yeah.
Let me check.
Yeah. So whatever, over $100,000. If you have a problem with that, fine, dude. We have like, I'm totally with anyone that has a problem with that. That is
120. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is the cancer of the art world. That something like that can cost that amount of like, it can be so insanely overpriced. Remember, the art world is unregulated. It's a market that's unregulated. So anything can cost anything. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nobody opposes. It does. I could do this painting and tomorrow tell you guys, you know what? It's worth $50,000. And maybe there is somebody out there who suddenly pays $50,000 for this. Suddenly, what does that mean? Is it worth $50,000? I don't think so. I think it's just that some idiot, I'm going to say, some very like a generous idiot, but an idiot nonetheless, paid me $50,000 for this. But that doesn't mean that that's the value. That doesn't mean that now, stuff that I do like this size or these paintings are worth $50,000.
Yeah,
it
but
just
that's
doesn't.
the bubble of art. Like
I know, but
the
that
money
commands
bubble
everything.
of art.
But that commands everything.
Yeah.
The bigger art world, just always remember this. The bigger art world commands the smaller art world. Always.
No, that's what I'm referring. Like, that's how the price inflation works.
Yeah.
With big artists. which is insane.
Oh, that's how.
I mean, they're
Rich-
inflating and inflating and
That-
inflating
yeah,
their prices.
that's how the initial investors make money.
Yeah.
So they'll say, let's not put names. Let's. Do you mind if I use your name, Danny? Just
I
so
am
it's-
an investor now. Yeah,
no.
go
As the
ahead.
artist,
Ah, okay,
You
okay.
show up in a gallery, and Saatchi owns the gallery. We can
I
name
thought you were
Saatchi.
gonna say Sachiela.
Sachiela.
Yeah, so Sachiela
So
buys
Saatchi owns the gallery,
What buys Daniela's
And-
art?
and he's fond of you, and maybe it's your glasses. Who knows? But he goes like, you know what?
Tape the glasses
I'm
to
gonna
a wall.
yeah, I'm gonna make you a big artist. I'm gonna make you a really big artist, and you do whatever show you want to do. He probably
Glasses
gives
to
you
the
a lot of
wall.
money to say, hey, I'm gonna pay for whatever you need to do your show. So you could, if you probably need $200,000 to do a show, he finances that, and the initial buyers he controls. Absolutely controls.
Yeah.
So you have a sold out show. Sold out. Opening night, everything sells out. Everything. And he probably has like this arrangement with you that, he had given you money to produce the work, and
So
maybe
he'll
you
take
subtract
a
that money
part,
from
yeah.
the money that he's going to give you.
And
or
also a little
or he
commission.
negotiated initially. So maybe your whole show costs, let's say, $200,000.
He
and
pays
he'll
for
say,
the show,
you know what?
and what he gets, he gets.
Yeah,
It's like, I'm going to pay you.
exactly. And he's going to say, you know what? It costs $200,000, but I can guarantee you now, and I'll pay you right now $75,000.
Yeah.
And you go like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he gets $2 million.
Yeah. And then him and his friends buy everything. They buy everything. So, he convinces 15 people or 8 people or 4 people, it doesn't matter, to buy everything. So now suddenly, the
You
people
are
that are
an
showing
artist
up,
that sell for.
yeah, and people that
a
are showing up are
crazy
like,
amount.
oh my God,
Yeah,
Danny's
this is
show sold out opening night. Oh my God. And then that money, the people that have a lot of money, they don't care about investing like $200,000 for 2
Yeah.
years. So Saatchi says, let's wait 2 years. Danny's going to have a second show. And don't worry, you don't have to buy anything. Everyone else is going to buy everything.
Yeah.
Because people are now thinking, oh my
That
God.
you're worth.
This
that
young
your work
Colombian
is worth
artist
that.
with glasses that makes her eyes bulge out is super successful. And we have to get in on this.
Yeah.
Like ground floor. And Saatchi would say, this is ground floor. You got to buy it right now. It's going to be expensive, but she's going to be huge. So now they actually put out a show and you sell everything for 3 times as much.
Mm-hmm.
So now the tiny for them, rich people, that they had invested
Is
now is
now-
worth 3 times as much.
Yeah.
And if they hold on a little bit longer,
It's
a
5
little bit
times,
longer,
10
because
times,
you know what
yeah.
happens when that second show sells out? People are going to be like, oh my God, Saatchi, do you have anything else of
Yeah.
Danny? And he's going to go, well, you know what? I may have some pieces from the first show, which are incredible, by
Yeah.
the way.
Or imagine if I
Let
die.
me see. Yeah, if you die, it's like 7
It's
times
like
as much.
rocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
The prices go.
So, and that's how they do. That's how they do it
Yeah.
all the time. That is the same like carbon copy every time. Every huge artist you'll ever see, like huge in terms of like people selling for $1 million.
Yeah.
But every single time, that is what happens.
Yeah, I think it's super.
every single time.
Yeah, I've seen. I think it's a documentary
Yeah.
called La Burbuja del Arte
Ah, that
Contemporáneo.
one's amazing.
I don't know if it's in English.
Yeah, it is in it. Yeah. Yeah.
The contemporary art bubble, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Because the one that's in Spanish, if you want to check it out, it's on YouTube. If
It's
I'm
on
not
YouTube,
wrong.
yep, yep.
Yeah, because I saw it for art school, and
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, you should check it out. I mean,
Isn't,
if you're
isn't that the
interested-
one that where Rauschenberg is fighting because he got to know the secondary price for his works,
Oh
like
yeah, and
secondary
he
mar-
confronts.
and he confronts it, and
Yeah.
he's like, I want some of that money.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
you paid 10% for this,
Yeah.
and you were selling it for 500% now,
Yeah.
in a secondary market.
yeah,
Like that is not right.
yeah,
Like artists back then, they knew that something was wrong.
yeah,
The thing is, nowadays, those artists are they're taken advantage of, but they're thrown so much money.
that they just
So
are
much money
okay
is
with
thrown
it.
in their faces
I
that
mean,
they're like, okay.
Yeah, because imagine
fine.
if Saatchi tells an artist that haven't been super successful, or that's just starting, and they say, hey, I'm gonna buy everything you do, like you have to do 20 pieces, and I'm gonna buy it for $1 million, and I'm gonna sell it, and you're gonna be like a super successful artist. I mean, I think there's a tiny percentage of people that would say no.
Oh,
to
that's
that.
the dream
I mean,
of.
they're like, what?
That's the dream of
Yeah.
99% of artists.
Yeah. Dennis said, or if you jump into a volcano. Yeah.
That's my last work. That's gonna
Uh,
be. Who is this? Dennis?
Yeah.
D'Alessio?
Yeah.
Dennis, have you seen that cartoon of Daffy Duck that does the trick, like the magic trick, and they're like blown away, and he just kills himself. He blows himself up, and they're like, "Oh, we love it," and he's like, "Yeah, but I can only do this trick once." That's gonna be my best work of art. That jump into that volcano
So
that
you're
nobody's
say
gonna care
that
about.
You're going to be a performer now?
But I think I could get some views now. But let's think I can live up until I'm 75, which like 75 is the age that
No,
I'm like,
more,
I don't
more,
want to live
please
more.
more.
I don't want to live more. Like, Danny, what if we haven't done shit when I'm
But
75?
don't say shit, because I don't want.
If I
Nicolas.
haven't done stuff, if we haven't done stuff together when I'm 75, I don't think we're gonna do stuff. Like,
Yeah, we
we have
can.
to
No.
try and do stuff
I think
before.
we would be super happy and making bad jokes until you're 100.
We could have like I'll tell the worst joke as
I could
fall
prolong
into the
your
volcano.
life till you're 100.
Oh my god, what are you gonna hook me up to? Like, am I gonna be like in a tank like that shark?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think the world in 30 years is not gonna care. It's not gonna be like, oh my god, somebody is like doing a live video of themselves jumping in a volcano. Like, nobody's gonna care.
Everyone's gonna be making
No, but
live
yeah.
videos.
People are
of
like,
themselves.
look, another old white ass guy just jumping into a
Jumping,
volcano. Old news, dude.
Guy Bailey said, great conversation. I don't mind people will pay X million for a piece of artwork, but the people believe it, therefore must be good art. Marcus Paul Martins or Marcus Paul Martins.
Okay, you're
Said-
killing it.
Reminds me of a Kanye West lyric. Everything I'm not made. What? Everything I'm not made me everything I am. Why am I reading so bad with the glasses? Now I'm scared. Maybe when I learn how to read,
What?
I wasn't able to see that good. So now that I see the letters weird.
Danny, you're sounding like Kanye now. Like, yeah.
Oh, please no.
Yeah, oh my god.
No.
Talk about like a mind, when you give liberty to a mind.
Yeah.
Liberty and money
And
to
power
a
and
mind.
money.
And
Yeah.
it's like, go be free.
Yeah. Like literally go nuts. It's like,
Go be free.
yeah. Ivan Sanchez dice hashtag make a Discord. Liad also said hashtag make a Discord. Ivan said, dice, yo tenía una pregunta patata.
Sí, por favor.
Si ese
Pero por
blanco-
favor inunden a Iván con papas.
Yeah. Papas, por favor, espérate, yo pongo la papa.
Hashtag
antes de-
papas para Iván.
Ay, no hay.
No, en esto es
Sí.
todo.
No, sí hay, sí
¿Sí?
hay. Listo. Es que busqué papa y no, está en inglés. Listo, entonces
A ver,
papa.
su papa pregunta.
La
por
pregunta de
favor.
Iván es, yo tenía una pregunta, bueno, bla, bla, bla. Si ese blanco es de titanio normal o es otra cosa, y en tal caso, ¿qué marca es? Me resulta bastante cremoso a la vista. Jaja,
Sí,
perdón.
bueno, el blanco de titanio siempre va a ser cremoso.
Gabriel Pozo llamando
Sí,
papa.
muy bien. Sí, toca rellenarlo de papa. Hacer una tortilla con Iván.
Ih, qué mal
Es este. Es el de M-Gram. Es la marca, Iván. Yo los pido por internet, honestamente.
¿El de secado rápido?
Sí, y tiene este se llama Fast Dry Formula. Tiene una resina sintética, ponen aquí. O sea, tiene aceite de girasol y una resina sintética. ¿Qué es una resina sintética? Ni idea. O sea, no sé si le están echando una resina alquídica, no sé si le están echando un barniz sintético. No sé, no lo siento, no lo huelo. ¿A ti a qué te huele?
¿Huele? No
A
sé.
ti a qué te huele.
A ver, ¿a qué me
¿A qué te
huele?
huele el color si te huele a algo?
A nada.
¿No es cierto? Es que hay
Como un
veces...
poquito a aceite,
Sí, el aceite creo que le gana al
pero no me
olor.
huele a nada. No
Pero
sé si esto
seca...
sea tan sano.
Sí, no, bueno, no sé.
O
Es que
sea, lo
como no sé,
inhalé.
pues es que... Sí, es que no sé si te lo metiste en una fosa. Mm,
Me encanta que todo el mundo puso muchas papas.
Pero Iván, no sé qué tiene. O sea, es súper difícil en ese, como uno saber a ciencia cierta qué es lo que le echan a los colores. Pero ayuda muchísimo al secado. Muchísimo, muchísimo. Entonces, esta pintura, por ejemplo, no va a estar seca hoy, pero digamos que si esto fuera blanco de titanio puro, cremoso, no, esto seca en 10 días, ni siquiera 12, hay veces 15 días. Una pintura súper cargada de blanco de titanio, eh, para que seque bien, toca esperar mucho tiempo. Porque el titanio es una maravilla, pero seca lentísimo. Entonces, yo no me aguanto eso, yo soy súper impaciente con eso. Y entonces uso estos blancos que tienen, por ejemplo,
Secantes.
sí, el de M. Graham
M.
sí, el de M. Graham
Ajá.
tiene esa resina sintética y el de Michael Harding tiene secantes.
Oye, creo que sí se me ven los ojos más grandes.
No, no, llama a Sachi. Entonces,
Jesús de
esa
la
es,
Osa, ¿esa es la obra?
¿qué?
Diste llama a Sachi. ¿Esa es la obra que voy a vender?
No, no, no,
Mis
pues
ojos
como ya mis ojos lloran
lloran
por
por
ti.
ti. Jesús de la Osa dice, contexto de la papa. Jesús, es que cuando estábamos molestando una vez y dijimos que deberíamos tener alguna señal cuando hacen preguntas sobre
Un chiste
cosas,
interno inofensivo.
sí, inofensivo, obviamente no tiene nada de malo, pero es como cuando preguntan algo que siempre preguntan, como las preguntas que siempre hacen de
Y la pregunta que
que si
siempre
pinta en
nos hacen,
óleos, que si está
¿qué es
imprimado
el
el
papel?
papel, eh,
¿Cuál es el papel y si está
que
imprimado?
cuál es el medio. ¡Ay! Oye, en la paleta, mira, hay
Sí.
como un pajarito rojo.
¿Este?
Sí, mírale el
Ah, sí, el
piquito.
piquito acá.
Está divino.
El
That
piquito. ¿Y
looks
esa es la
like a red.
colita?
Yeah, that's super cute. It looks like a red bird. I was saying
Yeah.
to Nicholas.
Yeah, I love the two little twigs
Yeah,
legs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
nice.
super cute. Don't touch it,
It's nice.
please. It's so cute.
It's nice.
Eski was saying, hey, please speak English, por favor. What do you think about NFTs? Oh, Eski, but we already talked about NFTs.
And we speak English all the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We do speak
A lot of English.
a lot of English
For
and
Spanish, for
too.
native Spanish speakers, we speak a lot of English.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Eh, Berika was saying yesterday I couldn't comment because my hands were covered in glue. Okay.
Don't give us any more context. I don't want any more context. I just love that.
But I'm gonna end what Berika was saying. But OPL Discord would actually be really cool. Live Veiled Boy dice chau chau muchachos, cuídense mucho, me tengo que ir.
Chao, Ricardo. Un abrazo.
Iván dice Mgram, con razón, no hay texturas de crema, puede ser pasta de dientes, crema batida o así. Mil gracias.
Todo bien, todo bien.
Em,
Y o sea, para todo el mundo, o sea, no porque aquí internamente tenemos esa burla chiquitica, pero no por eso quiere decir que no respondemos
no,
todas las
siempre
veces.
la respondemos.
Todas las
Incluso-
veces que nos quieran preguntar sobre el papel, lo respondemos. Todas las veces que quieran
no,
preguntar sobre
incluso
el
me
medio.
encanta que hay gente que ha preguntado y después ve lo de la papa y manda la papa. O sea, es
Sí.
una bobada, no es un chiste. O sea, nadie se está burlando de nadie.
No, no, no.
Es más, como que yo dije que para contar cuántas veces hacían esas preguntas, que si en el chat salía una pregunta de esas y yo no la había visto, como yo normalmente soy la que les responde, que me mandaran papa para saber que había una pregunta de esas y responder de una vez. O hablar de una vez sobre el papel, la pintura,
¿El papel?
el papael, la pintura.
No.
Ivan said, I'm going to make a Spanish potato cake, Spanish tortilla, with all those potatoes. Thanks to
Delicioso.
all and a gentle middle finger. Eh, Marcus Paul Martins
Yeah.
was saying,
Yes.
drum roll.
Oh my God.
Now, what language do you think in, Nicolas? Because I know the answer.
What? But I don't understand. What?
What? Yeah, English or Spanish? I mean, it's not like
No, but I'm not understanding what you're asking me. That's the thing. I'm a little lost here.
what's the like when you think when
what,
you
What am I supposed to answer? Like,
no what answer what you want to answer.
No. I'm sorry. What are you asking me? Like, what language is he asking the question on?
No.
I'm not getting
When
it. That's
you
what I was
think-
saying.
When you're thinking on your brain,
Okay.
what's the language your brain thinks in Spanish or
Oh.
English? You went like super
Yeah, but I
far.
was.
You were like super abstract.
I know.
I didn't get what you were asking.
Oh, me
like-
neither. Trust me, me neither. I'm kind of weird because for anything that's not art, it's in Spanish. 100, like 100%.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because I asked you once.
But everything that has to do with art, and maybe it has to do because my education was in English,
Yeah,
I think in English for
Yeah.
100%.
yeah, but when it's not art related,
Yeah.
Spanish. of
Oh
course.
yeah. Everything else in my life is in Spanish.
Yeah. But I think it's a cool question.
Yeah,
Because
for
I
sure.
was also intrigued by it. And I remember I was kind of surprised when you told me that when you think about painting, it's in English. But it makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just
because
that,
as you
like,
said,
everything I heard about painting
was in English.
in terms of my formative
Yeah.
years was in English. So,
yeah.
and every conversation that I had with my friends, with my teachers.
Mm, let's see. Liat said, okay, I made an OPL Discord. It is a fan Discord until they take it over.
What? That's the
I
official
don't have
one. from
time
now
to
on?
do a lot of things with it at the moment, but I will be happy to share modding with others. I have no idea what modding is.
Modding is just like taking
Moderator?
yeah, moderating.
Okay. Mm. Let's see, because I think I skipped some questions when we were talking about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Very
Uh,
specific. Thank you, Danny.
You're welcome, always. Chin chin.
Producing always at the highest level. Thank you.
Yeah, this would be a perfect moment to put like elevator music. While I look Now everyone's going to leave the chat and the stream. I mean, we're losing followers
I wonder if Brazilians hear that and they go like, "Oh my god,
again.
oh my god, come on," because we don't have a song that's like that. What do you think is like Colombia's most international song? Most. It has to be something of Shakira or
Yeah, like
Juanes.
Waka Waka.
Waka Waka, yeah.
Yeah.
But that wasn't our song. That was
No.
the World Cup.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh,
I don't know.
no, maybe.
I think before that I would have said Camisa Negra, Juanes. But
But yes and no. It wasn't that big. I mean,
oh,
it
it
was
was
super big.
huge.
Yeah. But I'm thinking about, like, if you're comparing it with the Brazilian song. It
Oh
wasn't
no,
as
that's why I said we don't
iconic.
have like
Yeah.
the girl from Ipanema. No.
So wait. Because I see an emoji that lets me know. So it's Hack Avel was saying, do you paint on wood? No, it's raw paper.
What type of paper, Danny?
It's a moleskin.
What's a moleskin?
A moleskin is a type of notebook, sketchbook.
Yeah, it's like a
And
brand.
this one's it's a brand. I'm sorry. And this one is the art collection that they have. And it's the biggest which in centimeters would be 42 centimeters by 30 centimeters.
So
and
A3
it's raw
size.
paper. Yeah, raw paper.
Raw paper.
No priming.
No priming.
So yeah, that's raw paper.
Yeah.
Oils and no medium.
Yeah, no medium today. I didn't use any.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny.
You're welcome. Oh, and by the way, maybe
You're
because I don't know
welcome.
if maybe Itzhak is new here. By the
Okay.
way, hi.
Welcome,
I'm Danny.
Itzhak.
I'm Danny, and this is Nicolas. So you can say hi to the camera. This is Nicolas. Nicolas.
Nicolas.
This is Nicolas. And thank you for being here.
Ooh, that's super formal. Very nice.
No, because I'm happy to see that.
Oh, new
I
people?
don't know,
Yeah.
I don't know if they're new, but if they are, I'm happy to see they're new. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to go down to pick up.
Oh, okay, okay.
Be back.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe it's your glasses.
a question.
Yes.
Which city has more opportunities for young artists?
Oh my
said
God.
Esgi.
Oh, wow. Which city has opportunities for young artists? Oh, between where I used to live and between the one I live now. Oh my God, that's actually a really cool question, and it would be super tough to answer because, I mean, if you think about it, who wouldn't say New York, right? If you would have to pick a pretty much any city and put it up against New York in terms of art, I'm sure that you would say, come on, it has to be New York. But New York is so cutthroat. Like, there's only so many galleries in New York, even though there's a ton of galleries in New York. But that doesn't mean that there's just infinite amount of spots available in every one of those galleries. So it's not easy, and everything is more expensive. Everything is like 1,000 times more expensive. So the cost of life is crazy over there. I think the pressure to try to live that New York style, which kind of pushes you towards trying to be part of the bigger galleries. And if you're not part of the bigger galleries, you're going to consider yourself a failure. I think all that stuff is just too much pressure. It's way, way too much. So I actually think that nowadays, if you broaden your market and you realize that you don't have to live, if you can work and have a base in your hometown, but you don't have to, you don't have to be in one of these big cities. You can actually be somewhere else entirely in the world. Like for us, our market is usually US, UK, a lot throughout Europe, a lot of countries throughout Europe. So that's our market, and we are based in Bogota. So, and we are not weird. Like that could be done now, today. That is a possibility that, young artists, and by young, I mean like starting their career, but young artists have nowadays. So you don't even have to travel to the gallery that you're showing. Like you could be contacted by a gallery in Berlin or in Oslo, and you could just send your work, like FedEx your paintings, and they're going to get there and they can sell them and they'll send you the money, and that's it. So I think nowadays the world is our playground. Like we have tools, we have the necessary tools to be active everywhere if we want to, if we choose to. So yeah. So I would say hola. So I would say it's more of a matter of where you want to live, and I wouldn't change my home for anything in the world. This is where my family lives. This is where I met Danny. This is where my kids were born. So I wouldn't change Bogota for anything. Bogota is not perfect. I don't think we have to tell anyone, that Bogota has problems. Of course, we know, like there's not a Colombian in this world that doesn't know that our country is not perfect. But I also think that there's, this enormous proportion of Colombians that love, our country. We absolutely love our country.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't change it for the world at all. Mm.
Mm. Iván dice,
Mhm.
Dani, justo me acordé. Ay, espérate porque ya. Para el wash le puedes poner retardante acrílico. Así es, si es con ese binder. O al normal le puedes añadir unas gotas de glicerina y eso retarda su secado. Se lo oí a James Gurney,
Sí,
un
sacó un
artista
video.
magnífico de gouache.
Sacó un video que es
Ay,
para ti. O sea,
¿sí?
yo creo que no soy yo. Yo le voy a escribir
Ay,
si no soy yo.
no, pues yo me
Yo le
sentiría.
voy a escribir si no soy yo. So we're talking that James Gurney just put out a video like 3 or 4 days ago. Like
That's
the
like-
things that are difficult
Like
about
ring
gouache
to the finger.
and how. Okay,
Como anillo al dedo.
later,
No,
later.
Because ring to the finger
Go with
here
Gurney.
No, ring to the finger in Colombia means
I've
like
lost
it
3
was like
girlfriends to
tailor
Gurney.
made. What are you talking about? It's like
Tailor made.
tailor made, yeah. So I was
So
gonna say that it's
video's for you.
perfect
I
because I,
think he
was
heard us.
asking.
I know he watches our videos. I know for a fact that he watches.
He does?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He knows who I am
Well, I could ask.
because
But
I'm a big fan.
we are the
I
biggest
think
fans. I would
he's
say.
amazing. Yeah,
I think we're the biggest fans.
yeah, we are.
And he did an amazing video. It's totally for you.
Oh,
It's
I'm gonna see it.
100,000% for you.
I'm gonna see it.
Yes, you should.
Super
it's
happy.
It's the last video on his page.
Gracias,
on his
gracias Iván,
channel.
porque no había visto. And
Sí.
the weird thing is, I mean, I don't know why this always happens with Instagram, YouTube, because I'm subscribed
Yeah.
and I can't I didn't get the notification of a new video.
You got to ring that bell, Danny.
I ring the bell.
No, you got to
No,
ring
maybe
the bell.
maybe I haven't.
You got to
'Cause
ring that bell.
I had just I rang the bell for our channel, and that's
Okay.
all.
But you got to ring the bell for James's channel.
Yeah, yeah, he's amazing.
Yep.
Berika said, "Yes, I was thinking about Danny while I was watching him answer that question." Yes, so I'm so happy. I want to see it now. Maybe it can help me for the correspondence if I choose to paint.
Yeah, it's a long video. It's like
Maybe I don't.
it's like a no.
You sure?
Yeah, I think I have like extra ones.
Okay.
And what was I gonna say? It's like an hour. I think it's like an hour long.
That I love that
Super
kind
good.
of videos. Yeah. Roslyn said, "You guys, I just ordered his light and color book signed from him. I think I'm
What?
his biggest fan."
Oh,
LOL.
he's amazing. He's super kind.
Margo Delgado dice, la nariz de ese perfil de Dani me recuerda a la del retrato de Madame X de Sargent.
Wow. Bueno, esa es como de las narices más famosas de la historia del arte. Yo pensé que lo iba a hacer como más, o sea, iba a desarrollar más esa cabecita. Por ahora me gusta.
No, así está hermosa.
Pero sí, por
o
ahora
sea,
me
si
gusta
la quieres
mucho.
desarrollar, me encanta. Si quieres dejarla así, me
Además, se
encanta.
siente muy
o sea, te
tú,
estoy
con
diciendo
muy poco, muy tú.
100%
Que eso
yo,
me
eso te
gusta
iba a decir.
resto.
O sea, soy yo.
Soy yo.
Soy más yo que la yo que está durmiendo en la foto. Suena muy loco, pero siento que soy más yo
Bueno,
que yo en la foto.
te entiendo.
Irving Torres said, I'm pretty sure he speaks Spanish too. James Gurney?
Maybe. I mean, the guy is like a Renaissance man, so maybe. I mean, it
Ivan-
wouldn't surprise me.
Ivan said, yes, Irving, he speaks some Spanish. Oh, so he's, if he does listen some videos, he's
Yeah,
listening to
I'm
all
telling you.
the dumb
To-
things we say.
Oh yeah,
in
he's a
Spanish.
fan of Martes de Español.
And the food talk.
Yeah,
The Spanish bocadillo
yeah.
talk.
I'm gonna write to him because we have to do an interview with him, like a
Yeah.
conversation. I think that would be huge for me. I would love that. I would really, really love that because ever since I was 18. I mean, I wish I could say that I knew his art before, but when I was 18, I think I got to know his work, and since that day, I think he's one of the most amazing artists alive.
Yeah, he is.
To me, he's like
And
the last living, like, golden age equivalent illustrator. He's the last one, I think. He really is to me.
Yeah.
So,
and
super important.
and I have to say, like, the love that he gives to all the videos he does,
Yeah.
Like, cause he's like so, I don't know, but I feel like he's so like pure and like cute, but I don't want to say cute like in a bad way, but he feels like a super good person. And I think it's amazing how he does the videos and how you can feel that he's an amazing person. I don't know him,
Isn't that incredible?
but
Me
I
neither.
think that
But
he feels like a super warm
Yeah.
person. And I love that
I
I see
have
the videos
no
and I
doubt.
smile. I
Yeah.
mean, he's like,
I
I
have-
know he's a good person.
I don't know him personally. I mean, we've exchanged emails and stuff like that, but there is no doubt in my mind that he's a good person.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
without
that's-
knowing him.
That's what he transmits.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It's like, you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like when we saw the Bob Ross documentary
Yeah.
that I was, you know, all the time I was thinking, oh my God, this is when they're gonna tell us that he was like horrible.
Terrible.
Like he was absolutely
'Cause
horrible.
I always thought he was a very good person when
and
I
he
saw.
was.
And he was. Yeah.
He literally was.
Yeah. So, yeah. Roslyn said, that is an awesome video he did. I'm gonna watch it today.
Yes, you should, I think.
And Ivan said, yes, an amazing video. He talks about all gouache problems. Belts said, that would be awesome. So I think talking about the conversation.
Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Yeah.
I've already talked about him a couple of times about doing it.
Leah said, I met James Gurney in person once. He's
Oh,
super nice.
That is so awesome.
Yeah. Let's see.
Let's eat.
2. Let's see. Wyatt Thompson said, I'm going to art school in New York now, and I have been wrestling with staying here after school because the art scene here, but internally I want to get out. Glad to hear your thoughts, Nico.
Oh yeah, and you know what? You know what you're gonna. What was their name? I'm sorry, Danny.
Wyatt.
Wyatt. You know what you're gonna probably. Like the thought that is going to enter your brain and is something that you're going to have to fight with, that if you leave New York, if you have to leave New York, or if you choose to leave New York, you're going to have failed. And don't worry, like don't ever have that thought. Like no, that thought is going to creep into your brain, but don't ever let it be powerful. Don't let it ever like take control, because that's not true. That's not true. Trust me. It comes from somebody who, you know, who was working my ass off to stay there. And only when I left, I was able to build a life and a career, you know, from Colombia. So, but I'll tell you right now, I felt horrible when I left. I felt like I was a joke, that I was incapable of staying there, that I had, you know, that I had failed miserably, and that I had no like strength or fortitude. And nothing can be farther from the truth. So it's a wonderful city, but don't let that current drag you away, because it will. If you let it, it will. So that would be my only concern. So keep an eye out for that.
Simran Kaushik said, hey, I'm very confused about something.
Sure.
I do enjoy painting, but
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not creative enough to get inspired easily, and always end up copying stuff from Pinterest, and it's so gimmicky.
So paint your room. You know, you can start there.
Yeah.
Paint yourself. Put a mirror in front of you,
Yeah.
or take a photo, take a selfie, and paint it.
And I do think that maybe this is something that we talked about before, but not as in like Pinterest stuff, but when people talk about like that they love someone's work so much that they feel like they're emulating what this artist does all the time. And I think that the only way to stop doing that is to or try to see a lot different artists, so that you have a lot of artists and you're not like copying one, or try to like really get to know what you like. Because sometimes when you like a specific artist or like a specific like quote unquote art style, you just feel like what you're painting is genuine, but I think that sometimes it's super influenced by that artist that you like, because you're trying to see the things as that artist would see it. But I don't know, what do you think about that?
Yeah. So just to complement what you were saying, which is totally right. Start small. Start super simple. That's why I immediately just mentioned start with your room. Like show me where you live. Show me the street where you live. Show me what you eat. Show me what you wear. Show me the places that you go to, even if they're the most boring in your mind.
Yeah.
Even if they're the most boring places in the world, which I'm telling you, they're not. Like, for sure they're not. I don't care if you live in like this gray cube with no windows. Like, paint a kick-ass gray cube with no windows.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. But just,
or paint yourself, or your loved ones, or if you have a pet, or if you say, no, I live alone. If you you can go to the street and take a picture of someone there, like not in a creepy way.
Yeah.
But like,
hi.
But no, I was gonna say that you can.
You are so beautiful.
No, you can always take a picture of something that talks more about you, and not trying to filter that with what the artist you like would do. Like, try to take that out of your mind. Bruno V said, I was contacted by I don't know if it's Bruno. Yeah, maybe Bruno V. I was contacted by a gallery, and I'm just curious how payment works. Like, do they pay before I send? Because I just don't want to lose my work. LOL.
No. Usually, I mean, in very rare cases, and you have to have like a super tight relationship with gallery owner or director, they sometimes will pay you in advance, but that's not normal. That's that. I'm not saying that's usually, or that you will never encounter that. No. Like, I could tell you that in some cases they paid me in advance, and that was amazing, but that's not normal. What is traditional is that you send your work, and you're usually you have to sign something that they'll send you, that you're sort of co-signing this work to them, and they'll have it for an X amount of time. Sometimes they say 6 months or a year, and you have to be okay with that. You really have to be okay with that. Like, sales don't happen that quickly initially, so you almost have to send it, and hopefully it's hopefully your best bet is to send it to a good gallery, to something that that maybe you have other artists, other artists, and they can tell you about how the gallery director has treated them, how payment has gone for them. So that would be the best scenario. If you don't know anything about a gallery, sometimes that's tough. I mean, ideally, you're trying to pay attention to what they show. You're trying to pay attention to the sales that they make. I always look at sales, always. I always look at, they had this show. And let's say if they've had, 8 shows in the last 6 months, and you go into the webpage and like 5% of the paintings have sold, I mean, it's okay, but that's not what I would be looking for. Like,
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But that's not what I would be looking for. So, I would need something that's far more consistent. So try to do some homework before you just drop your paintings off.
I'm sorry, I was laughing.
Yeah.
Because I read Wyatt Thompson comment.
Okay.
Wyatt was saying, I got here when Danny was gone, and for a moment thought that we were watching her sleep live while Nico painted her.
What?
Yeah.
That's good. That's funny.
Yeah. Could you imagine? That would be...
I mean, creepy.
Yeah, no, and...
Creepy.
I mean...
Creepy.
I wouldn't feel okay. Not just because people are looking at me sleeping.
I think that's the whole creepy part.
Because I feel like right now I'm working while you're working.
Yeah.
But imagine I'm gonna work, and I go to sleep while you.
Oh, that's your dream. That's your dream job.
No. Yeah, but no. Oh, it's Hack Avel that was talking about that was asking if you were painting on wood,
Yeah.
said, "I'm not new to the channel. I adore your works." Oh, that's amazing.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And thank you for being here. Mm, eh, Guy Bailey said, talking about Gurney, why hasn't Eric Rhodes invited you onto Streamline? Love Gurney. Love Gurney.
I don't know. I mean, we're small artists and we have a small channel, and we just do things lovingly. But but no, nobody. We're not owed anything by anyone, or
No.
we don't deserve anything by anyone. Like, we'll go at our own pace. So yeah, when doors open up, doors will open up, and if they never open up, like, we're fine with that too.
Bruno V, that was talking about the gallery,
Yeah.
said, I think it has almost nothing to do with traditional work, and it's so rock solid, in my opinion.
So yeah, if you think it's a good gallery, send your work in. I mean, they'll have to. You have to sign something. Don't just drop it off. No, like, they have to sign something themselves saying, okay, we received these works.
Yeah, remember you knew about that, but it wasn't like a gallery, but I had a problem with a place here.
With a space, yeah.
It's space, yeah, because we showed some drawing finals in a space here, and the owner of the place told me, like, hey, we really like what you showed, but we don't have the money to acquire it, so maybe you can leave it here and you can use the space whenever you want, and you can come back whenever you want for it. And I was like, oh, that's super nice, because I actually don't have space for what I did at the moment. I was living with my parents, and I didn't have the space for it. So I was like, oh, that's amazing, because I don't have a place for it. So maybe I can leave it here, and in maybe 6 months, can I come pick it up? And they were like, yeah, that's fine. And 6 months passed, maybe more, maybe like 10 months passed. And I wrote to them, because I saw they were moving to another location. And I wrote to them asking for the piece, and they were like, oh, yeah, no, I have no idea about that. So I was like, I want to talk with the person that I spoke with, like the owner of the place, or the
Director? Yeah.
Yeah, like the person in charge at that moment. And there was a guy and a girl. And the girl was like, hey, I'm sorry, you left this here, and when we were moving, we had no place for it, so we just threw it away. And I was like, what? Because they had my contact, so they could call me to say, hey, we're moving, we don't have place for that. And I was like, hey, I tried to contact you, and you never answered back. And they were like, I mean, because he was being a lot more nicer, but she was being kind of rude. And she was like, I mean, it's your loss, because we didn't sign anything, so we don't owe you anything. So it's your bad for leaving the work here without any paper or any constancia. How do I say?
No, I did. No. Like
Any-
paperwork.
Yeah, like anything that proves that you left it here. So, I mean, at the moment I was super mad and sad, but then I realized it was also my bad. Because, I mean, if they are like a respectable place, they should have cared a little bit more. But it was also, I mean, I was a lot younger, and I didn't know how to how to go around with the works I did. So
Yeah, but
yeah, that happened.
I mean, these were horrible people. Ultimately, yes, you're responsible, because you have to make sure that you have a document that says that they received something. So that was on you, but
Yeah.
there's also no way you should have known those things, like, when you're younger. Like,
Yeah.
the same thing with me when I was younger. Like, you don't know those things. You want to trust, like, the gallery or the space, like
Yeah.
the exhibiting space.
Because also it
Um,
was a place where the university told us to show.
Right.
So I was like, oh, this is a legit place.
But
That's
they
what
were
I
idiots.
thought.
But they were idiots. I
Yeah.
mean, these are like people that's like red flags. Like, don't ever, ever, ever work
Yeah.
with anyone that was involved in that place, because they could have called you.
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
what-
truth. Like, even though it was complicated for them, even though they were moving, I mean, it's not as if you move like, you wake up and it's like, oh my God, we gotta like bring everything down, take
Yeah.
everything down, call a
Because
truck.
also it wasn't like a drawing, but it was like a kind of installation. So that's why it was a little bit more complicated. Because I did some like wood pegs where I attached some images. It was like if I see that work, I'm sorry, nowadays, like I don't like it, but that's not the thing that matters. I mean,
No, it was your work. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah. So I think I've learned the hard way that I can't do that.
But it was a horrible space. Like,
Yeah.
That's not, like, I've never encountered that.
No,
So-
and I remember when I told you couldn't even believe that happened. You were like,
No.
they have to answer, and well, they didn't, and they blocked my number. So yeah, not a cool place.
No.
At all.
Horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, Leah said that's awful, Danny. Yeah, that was like a super bad thing. I mean, because it made me feel bad. Because as you said, I mean, they could have contacted me.
Yeah.
And I know that they had the number, for example, of the teacher that was the teacher in charge of the class that I was giving the final with. Like, if they would put a little bit of effort, they would contact the teacher. Like, hey, we're moving and your student left this. Or something like that. But I never received anything. Like, of them trying to contact me. From them trying to contact me. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's change the subject.
Yeah, but that's not. I mean, as terrible as some galleries are, for me, a terrible gallery, for example, is and one where I would never work with again. Or let's say you have a show and you sell everything, or you sell half of the pieces, or you sell 80% of the pieces. It doesn't matter. And the show ends, and you're like, hell yeah, I'm getting paid. And they don't pay you.
Yeah,
And they don't pay you.
Yeah.
And they don't pay you. And they take 6 months to pay, 8 months to pay.
Yeah. When
It's
they
like,
have the money
goodbye.
already.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that's not
that's
cool.
never ever a good sign. I have never been part of a show where the next month they don't pay me.
Yeah.
Next month, the very
'Cause
next
there's
month.
No
It's like they
reason
have the
why.
money.
Yeah.
They literally have the money. So there's no reason why they shouldn't pay you. So if I encountered that, I would run the other way. And hopefully I don't wish anyone to encounter that, because that's
Yeah.
not right.
Yeah. Catherine said, that's terrible, so disrespectful. Yeah. Yeah, so I wasn't trying to scare Bruno about the gallery. No, but I was
We don't
trying
talk
to...
about Bruno.
Yeah, please. No, but I was trying to be... Like, to tell you what happened to me. Because I think you can be... like, you can feel more peace if you know that you've signed something. Like, if there's a paper that shows that you gave them something.
Yeah, and the cost of it too.
Yeah, because at the time I remember I told them, no, I have no idea. Like, I haven't thought about a price
Yeah.
for it. And that's why they told me, like, let's do something. We don't have the money right now, but you can use the space. Like,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you want to do
Oh
a
my
show, or
Vis-
if you want to come here to
Visibility.
work.
Fuck, like, I'm sorry, but
Yeah, but I
F
was super
visibility.
young. I
Yeah,
mean, it was
forget
maybe my second year at university, and it was the first time that someone told me, like, hey, we're interested in your work. So that's I mean, it's dumb, but at the moment I was like super happy
No,
to
no,
feel
it's not
that there
dumb.
was a place that was interested in my work, and I didn't even realize that I was doing the things wrong because I trusted.
Yeah.
So, and I remember I was thinking about that all the time. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to make a show, but I would like to go. Maybe if I wanted to do something with a bigger scale,
Yeah.
I could go there to do it because that's what they offered me, or that's what they made me believe they were offering me. So, um, Itzhak Abel said, "That's you in the picture." Yeah, it's me. It's me sleeping. Mm, is he painting you?
Well,
Yes.
but she's awake now.
Yeah, I'm here, awake. That's a picture of me sleeping, and there's Nicolas painting, and we're a couple. No, because I don't know if they
It's just
know.
a stranger
So
that
he's a stranger that's
I
painting
usually
me.
let in at nights.
No, that's creepy. Never.
No, for painting.
Never. For painting, never. Yeah, he's my partner. um mm, my cousin said, "We can go to that gallery and make a show. Haha. We can take my mom and we'll get those drawings in a heartbeat." Yeah, I know my aunt, but no, Cami. The thing is, they throw it away, because that's why.
It's even worse.
Yeah, it's even worse. It's not like they have it and I can't get it back. Because if that was the thing,
Oh, you could have gotten it back.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they throw it away when they were moving. So, yeah. Alejandro Morales said, "Hello, Danny and Nicolas."
Hey.
Hi, Alejandro. How are you? Esgi was asking you, what's your favorite art movement?
Oh, probably it has to be Baroque. I think if out of everything that has happened in painting history, if I had to choose one, I think I choose Baroque. I think so.
Liet was saying, they're a couple, so ladies, he's taken.
Ladies?
Yeah, he's taken.
Oh. No.
I don't know why I kicked you
Yeah.
instead of
God, keep punching me, please.
No, that was like a clap, but like a grandpa clap. I don't know why I did that.
I don't know.
Alejandro Morales said, a bit late today, was a live drawing. Oh, that's cool.
Nice. Oh, that's so cool.
How was it? Was it
good.
okay? Was it what?
I'm kidding.
What? Berika said, Danny, can you look at your Instagram DMs for Liad's message? I have to leave soon and I want to join the Discord. Well, I can look at it, but the thing, Berika, is that I don't know how Discord works. Because that's why we haven't done it before. Because we have no idea.
Maybe Liad's message is just confirmation of that.
Let's see. So, I think there's let's see, copy. There's a link.
Okay.
Do you have to download something for it? Or?
Discord, yeah.
Oh. I think it's gonna take a while because I have to download it.
Okay.
But it's called How can you look for some? Because I don't know. Berika, can you tell me if you're like trying to join? Do you join the conversation?
You join the Discord, yes.
Okay,
But
because
I don't know who approves the joining of the.
I guess Liad.
Yeah. So Liad, I think Liad is the admin of the.
Yeah, so Liad, you can copy and paste the link here. Because he was saying, Danny, you can copy paste the link in the chat, but I have it on my phone. So maybe you can copy.
But he can't copy and paste links.
But I can't copy it from
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Open your Instagram through the computer.
Let's see. Wait. Copy.
And you can copy a message also.
I'm gonna do it
By old school?
No, not copying, but I'm gonna go to my mail,
Okay.
and I'm gonna mail the let's see, Discord send. Wait for me. I look super grandma with my glasses and super lost with technology.
I know. What is Discord?
Here it is. Copy. And paste.
Oh my god, yeah.
No, what? Wait, I copied the wrong thing.
Oh, grandma.
I have to open the
Give me
mail
some
again.
time. Give me some time.
Let's see. Copy
Let me email my grandson.
and chat and paste. There you go. Is it right? Wait. I think it is. Alejandro Morales was asking if we have an OPL.
An OPL?
No. An
What?
OPL Discord. Wait, because I'm trying to read.
Okay.
No. Well, Liad.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is
Liad
unofficial.
created one. Yeah, Liad created one. So there's an OPL Discord.
We'll join it tonight for sure. So we'll keep an eye on it.
Roslyn said, "I love that the Discord happened like this."
I know.
Perfect.
It's very us.
Jose Fail said, "Liad went rough and made one." Belt said, "Haha," and Berika sent a celebration emoji. Jesús de la Osa dice, las gafas hicieron abuelita Dani.
Sí.
Yo creo que siempre he sido, pero las
Sí.
gafas hacen que todo el mundo se
Tienen
dé
un
cuenta
poder, sí.
de lo abuelita. Alejandro Morales said, awesome. Bruno V said, just joined. Liad said, it's bare bones at the moment, but we can develop it.
Oh, everything starts somewhere. So.
Yeah. Like our TikTok. If you want to check it
Oh
out.
my God, no.
I'm going to type it.
I'm thinking that this Discord is going to be better than our TikTok.
Our painted lives. You can go check it out if you want.
Yeah, a lot of
And
content, I'm guessing, Danny, we
one
have over there.
video.
One video.
Because I told you I had an idea to do
Unsubscribed.
another one. We have 50 followers.
Oh my
now.
God, that's a nice number. We shouldn't go past that.
Because I told you that I wanted to do a video,
Yeah.
but it wasn't as doable as I thought because
No.
of some logistics. But I'm thinking about another video that we can do.
Oh.
I have a lot in mind,
Oh, okay.
but just
Se
in
vienen
mind for now.
cositas.
No, but just in mind for now, because I haven't done anything, so I'm being honest. And yeah, follow our TikTok if you want to. Because if you don't, you're gonna miss some exclusive content.
I think Alejandro already told us that he's like, hey, YouTube was a big step for me. Not gonna follow TikTok.
Yeah. Well, Alejandro's gonna lose
Oh, I think he's gonna be fine.
the super private content and super exclusive content.
Okay, we're sounding like OnlyFans now, but
No, what are you talking about? Not that private content.
not that exclusive
Not that, yeah. Bruno V said,
yet.
no, never. That's fine. I mean, it's okay for everyone, but that's not the content we create. So, Bruno V said, that blanket looks mad comfy. It is. It was. Because that's the old one.
Yeah?
So that photo is kind of old.
Yeah.
Because that's the old comforter. ¿Se dice así?
Yeah, I think so.
We had. Yeah. Because now we can't use it. But it was super, super comfy. But it's so... like it's super small. And now we have a bigger bed. So... the thing when we sleep with that is that Nicolas sleeps like a burrito. Like
What?
Like he puts
What is going
the
on,
blanket
Danny?
around him.
Is this the OnlyFans content?
And so I have no blanket. So that's why we stopped using that. It's Hack Abel said, why don't you paint the face?
I think it's painted.
It's painted. Yeah.
Isn't it?
100%. And
I think if I told 100 out of 100 people to point the face in the painting, I think they would say this.
Yeah.
They would like point in the general vicinity of this.
And I would even go to say it's a detailed face.
Well, not really, but
For me it is.
but for the context of the painting, I think it does its job pretty well.
Ezgi said, I am studying at a fine arts high school in Istanbul.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And I wanted to say that Nicolas is a great inspiration for many of my classmates.
That's super cool. Awesome.
He's kind of famous in my school.
What?
And I saw people making oil copies of his work.
Oh, stop it. I have to go to Turkey.
Rosalind said, you guys, this is so fun.
You know, that's where Liverpool won like a legendary Champions League final.
Yeah?
Yeah, before we won against Tottenham.
Tottenham. That sounds super weird.
That's how you say it.
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
It's here.
No, Tottenham. That's how you say it.
It sounds like another word.
I know, but that's how, if you know football, that's how you say it.
How? Tottenham?
Tottenham. Just say Spurs. Just say Spurs.
Tottenham.
You could go with Spurs.
No, Tottenham.
Okay, that's fine. So before we beat Spurs in that final, one of the more legendary finals in Champions League history was played in Istanbul, and we beat Milan. And that's the game that Liverpool was down 3-0. 3-0. And then...
why do you say 3-0?
3-0? That's how you say it in football. That's football speak.
Okay.
3-0, and we came back, and we tied the game. It went to penalties, and we won in the pancakes. Yeah.
In the
pancakes? Pancakes, yes. Jerzy Dudek was the Polish goalkeeper for Liverpool at that time.
You're flexing.
No. It's just one of the most famous Liverpool finals ever.
Tottenham.
And it was in Istanbul.
Pancakes. So. Alejandro Morales said, I already follow you on Instagram, YouTube, and your page.
You're fine. Alejandro, you're fine.
I love that Alejandro said our page. He follows us in our page.
I know.
Like,
yeah.
He's subscribed to the
You're
page.
a tab in my computer.
Yeah.
I'm not doing more.
No
Don't
more.
ask me more.
Roslyn said, that was exactly what I was thinking. Point at the face. It's there. It looks so good.
Thank you. I like this painting. I often really like sleeping paintings, like these sleeping poses. I don't know why, but I have like an affinity towards them. So,
not towards sleeping.
No, I'm terrible for sleeping. Yeah.
I know. Iván dice, el Discord ya tiene más gente que el TikTok. Ay, estoy triste.
Amo eso. Amo.
No, está diciendo
Sí.
mentiras. Tiene 21 miembros. Acaba de mirar.
Ay, hubiera amado eso. Nuestro TikTok es un fail.
no.
Está destinado a ser un fail.
No.
Amo que sea un fail.
No.
Absoluto.
Roslyn said, I think it was the guy that said, leave a little mystery in a painting.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
You know,
I know. Now I can't focus.
now with your glasses? Oh.
Someone followed us on
Oh,
TikTok,
very
so
nice.
we are in 51.
So there's a painting, Danny. Or if you want, I can try to look for it.
No, I can look it.
Let's try it. You try it. So Harvey Dunn. Harvey Dunn was an amazing illustrator.
Done.
Yeah, Dunn.
N, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe if you search for Harvey Dunn sketch, maybe that can be telling. So I used to go, and this is for people that have been to New York. There's a wonderful place that has like a beautiful story, like history. I'm sorry, in terms of golden age illustration and just the very broad and wonderful story that is American illustration, and that's the Society of Illustrators. And that place is magical. It's super super nice. But there's this other place that I don't know if it's still open, but it's called the Illustration House. And that was run at the time by Walt Reed, who was an amazing human being, like incredibly knowledgeable. I don't know if you guys, maybe if you were like, if you lived around the East Coast, or if you ever went to New York and you like illustration, and if you ever went to these places. But Illustration House, as well as the Society of Illustrators, they would have auctions many times, during the year, because that's how they made their money. Like that's how they were financed, or partially financed, I'm guessing. And in those auctions, sometimes they showed amazing pieces. So every time there was an auction, like me and my friends would just go to these places and check the pieces out that they were auctioning off. And because they were usually pieces that belonged to like private collections, and it's very hard to find places where you could go to where there's like an illustration collection, sort of like what George Lucas is doing with his museum. Like that museum is going to hold an enormous amount of collection of paintings that belong to like the history of illustration. So one day I was at the Illustration House. I was talking to Walt Reed, and I wanted to buy something, and this was like when I came back to New York years later. So I had some money and I wanted to buy something. And I told him, look, I have like this budget. Like, do you have something that I could buy? Like, I always wanted like Gruger drawing. He's an amazing F.R. Gruger. If you don't know him, like Gruger, he was like a German-American illustrator. Incredible. One of the best draftspeople in illustration history for sure. I always wanted like a Gruger wolf pencil drawing. Like that to me was like a dream. And but they were expensive. They were pretty pricey. And he told me, like, I have a Harvey Dunn sketch of this woman like in a bed. No, you couldn't find it. I remember years ago I found it. It's very loose. I think it's that yeah, there we go.
This one?
Yeah.
You have it?
No, I almost bought it.
Oh, I was like, where
No.
is it and why isn't?
No, come on. That would be hanging like.
Yeah.
That would be the one thing that's hanging in our house.
Yeah.
And he showed me this painting that Danny's going to show you guys, and I almost bought it, and it was a little over my budget, and I was probably staring at it for like an hour, like saying, should I buy it? Should I not buy it? Should I
'Cause
buy it?
it's
Should I not buy it? But it's more money than I wanted to
beautiful.
spend. I was already going to spend a lot of money.
Where is it? I don't know what's happening.
Downloads.
Yeah. I
You're in
know.
desktop.
No, but it's not there. That's why I went to.
So
downloads.
go up to downloads again, and maybe it's there.
It's not.
No? So try to download it again, maybe. Now go back and try to download it again. Oh, Danny. But anyways, while Danny's doing that, it's totally fine.
I don't know why this happened.
But I eventually ended up not buying the Harvey Dunn sketch. And it's one of the things that I regret most in my life, because I think it's a beautiful painting, like an absolutely beautiful painting.
Can't be downloaded.
So take a screen.
securely.
Oh, but this is like, open up the page.
Maybe another one. This one.
Yeah. Well, the other one's nicer, but it's okay.
Mammy.
Just to give people an idea. So the painting was like very loose, very, very expressive. Harvey Dunn was one of those illustrators that, was very Cornwallish, very Meat Schaefer, very Salt Tepper. So he had like a foot in, that sort of painting, but he was looser. He was far, far more expressive.
There it is.
So thank you. Thank you, Dan.
No, don't worry.
That's so cool how it just kind of blends into the palette.
Yeah.
I kick myself, not because it would have been a good investment or not because, it would have been wise of me to just buy something of his for a couple of $1,000s. It was just like, what kills me is that I really, really, really like Harvey Dunn's work. And this strange opportunity presented itself in front of me to say, buy this. But I was younger. I mean, this was like maybe 16 years ago, maybe. So I was a little more hesitant about investing in something like art at that point in time. And I just, I'm mad at myself that I didn't just take the plunge there, but I totally understand it. Like, eventually Samu was born, so, my mind was probably elsewhere in thinking what to do with money, and yeah. But
can I ask how much was it at the moment?
I think it was something like $2,500, $2,800, which is very, very accessible for something like Harvey Dunn.
For what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
like
a lot of money.
$2,800. It's still pricey, but I think it was very much so worth it.
Yeah,
like 100% worth it.
Because it's
gorgeous.
Stunning.
Yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous. I remember I was floored when I saw it. I was like, I want this. Like, I came for a Kruger drawing, but I want this instead. And yeah, so I think even though I was, it's one of those moments that I regret. I mean, it's a small regret in life in the overall scheme of things. Like, it's an overall regret in life. But I still have it in my brain, not as a thing like, oh, I should have done this. Like, you're so stupid. You had the chance. You're dumb. Like, this could have been worth, $10,000, $15,000 nowadays.
Because I don't think you would buy it for selling.
Oh, I would never sell it.
It's not like an
never.
investing.
No. I would never in a million years sell it.
No.
Like, for sure. I could be, I would find other ways. Like, if I was out of money, I would find other ways. I would find another job before I start to sell the stuff that I
dance.
love. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. But what it does remind me of is that that's what I love. Like, this painting moved me so much that is what I want to be. That is what I love. And that is what I love about art. And I mean, there's so much of who I want to be in that painting that, sure, like, now that I'm speaking more highly about it, I even regret it more. And today, I wouldn't give it a second thought today. Well, no, that would be irresponsible too. We haven't.
No, because it's expensive.
It is expensive. It is very expensive.
I mean, if we had that money available, of course I would be.
Yeah,
like, I would buy it because I know, as you said, like, for the price.
But yeah, but it's a little irresponsible.
Yeah, but it's.
Please don't look at all the toys that are behind Danny, because this argument just falls apart instantly. But for that one thing, it's irresponsible. I think we have few things in here that are worth that amount or a little bit more.
Like,
in terms of the art that we've purchased.
Oh, art.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like.
Oh, stuff? No, like the camera maybe is worth more than that.
Computer.
But yeah, and the computer. Well, the computer. No, actually, it's computer. Oh, yours is. Yeah, because yours is like more expensive than mine. But yeah. So again, lost opportunity, missed opportunity, but a reminder. Like, I'll always carry it with me in the sense that is something that I love. Like, that was exhibiting so many things that I love, and I think a lot of, like, the reason that I loved that painting, this was a very elaborate way of just landing into this painting, but the reason that I love that painting, those reasons are here. I think they are here. They're exhibited here, like, super plain to see. And that's why when I see this, I always feel like that's the painting that I want to paint. Regardless of, could I paint that face better, or could I paint something else, like, more, I don't know, appropriately? I don't even know how to describe it. Sure, I guess those are other paintings for other painters to paint. But for me, it's super important to remind myself, okay, you didn't get the painting. And it doesn't matter. I mean, there's going to be, if you really think about it in the grand scheme of things, like there's going to be millions of paintings that we wish we could have bought and we
Yeah.
never did.
But also, I would say that thanks to that, you got to know the painting because you didn't even know that painting.
I didn't know that
existed.
painting existed. No, at
So
the
you
time.
had the opportunity because I didn't know that painting
No,
existed, and I
don't
think it's
there's
an
a big
amazing
volume.
painting.
There's a nice Harvey Dunn book that's published by, I don't know if it's Flesk, I forget, or maybe it's by the Illustration House. I forget. I think there's 2 books now on Harvey Dunn, but at the time it wasn't published. I feel at the time this sort of stuff that you could get on Harvey Dunn was very limited. So yeah, so there was no way of me. I only knew like his bigger paintings and bigger illustrations, but there was no way of me like of knowing, and maybe that's why it was cheaper, of knowing, oh, that's what he would sketch. That's a loose like sketch of his. Yeah, it was amazing. It was incredible. So this is just me getting close. It's not about painting like Harvey Dunn. I'll never in a million years be as good as Harvey Dunn. But this is me saying, hey, that's the universe. Like, that's my town.
Yeah.
Like, that's my village. I belong to that village.
And that's what moves you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And that doesn't have to be the village that other people belong to. Like, your village could be elsewhere.
Yeah.
But I know when I'm at home. Like, I know when I reach a place where I'm like, this is me. And I think, these paintings are me. So this one was very, it's very fun to paint. This is so abstract.
And that's so me, which I love.
Yeah. You're
Feels
just like
so
lost in there. It's very nice. This bit of, dark, like this grayish, purplish dark that's up there, frames everything super nicely. It's not super stark either. So it's not really dark against like a really light face. I think the face ends up being the same value as this.
Yeah.
Just a change of hue, which is nice. It's just, if you guys know me, and a lot of you guys know me by now, that's my cup of tea. Like that changes, like maintaining subtle shifts in value, but changing, minutely the hue. That's where that's what I paint. I don't like to describe how I paint, because sometimes I think it's pointless, but that I think describes perfectly how I paint. Just a very compressed value scale, sometimes like heavy on the midtones, and it's all about changes in the hues, like small shifts in hue. I love that. I adore that. My palette is made for that. My sensibility is made for that. The way I mix paint, the way I apply paint, the way I move paint, on my surface. I think all of it contributes to that sort of painting. Mm-hmm. But I'm not saying, I'm alone in this. No, there's like that Harvey Dunn painting feels like a natural companion to this painting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying we're at the same level. Like I said, I'm never going to be at the level of these greats, but I feel that they belong together. Like there is a place where they can be together. And maybe that's my mind, but yeah. So I'm going to leave it here. I actually really, really like it.
Yeah, me
there's
too.
a reason why I stopped. And I've learned, and perhaps this is the biggest lesson that I've had in my life through painting, I've learned to listen to myself as a painter, which is very tough. Because the usual thing to do is just to know like a certain technique and to execute based on that technique. So you have a process and you just honor that process day in, day out, year after year after year after year. So 10 years could go by, a decade could go by, and you're going to honor and solidify that technique. I don't do that. Honestly, my painting is about navigating myself, but I have become super, super keen as to when to listen to myself and when to keep going, when to stop. And I love that. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I could ever teach that, because I don't think those things are meant to be taught. But I know that I've spent, the past years just kind of honing that and feeling comfort in that, which is a very uncomfortable place if you think about it, because there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding those decisions. But I've kind of trained myself to feel okay with that. And that's super nice. To me, that's like really, really nice. So I think a lot of those things, those values, well, I hold them as values, they are present in the painting. So
Yeah.
I feel super happy. So yeah, so that's it. I think we're good for today. We're done.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
see. Because Ellie ABD was saying, Danny, can you please ask Nicolas? So
Sure.
let me check the question.
Yeah.
It says, hello,
Potato.
cheers for Nicolas. My name is Elite, and I am from Lebanon. Huge fan of him.
Hey, Elite.
Wondering if he's selling any sketches or mini paintings. It would be a pleasure. Also, if the sketches of he once launched are still available. Well, we have a webpage, Ellie, that's called ourpaintedlives.com
Or Lasagna Cadaver.
or Lasagna Cadaver.
Or Boiled Ghost.
But I mean, go to, like, you
Our
can go
go-to
to...
is Boiled Ghost.
Yeah. And I was going to say that there's going to be this painting
Yeah.
in a bit. And there's 2 paintings available. Also, if you want to check them out.
Busted Piece of Tape.
Yes.
And Me as
Grey
Hulk.
Yeah.
So very eclectic. There's a range
So
there, I'm guessing.
If you want to check them out, here's the Grey Hulk. And here's the busted tape. So this, because Ellie was asking about
Paintings that are available.
you did that were
Yeah.
available. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's this
Yeah, we'll
too.
post this one as we always do. We're going to finish. We have to take everything down. And it'll take us like half an hour to an hour to
Yeah.
post it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what we usually do.
Yeah, and let's see last comments. My cousin was saying, looks amazing, Coco.
Gracias, Chocaito de Palma.
Cacaíto. Roslyn said, I absolutely love how this painting turned out.
Oh, thank you, Ross.
Bishria said, oh my god, the blanket. And Roslyn said, Bishria, I know the blanket is stunning. So, Cody Winicky said, was driving around all day, so I missed out till now, but this is beautiful.
Thank you, Cody.
And Wyatt Thompson said, looks wonderful, Nico. Hope you to enjoy the rest of your days.
Oh,
As
thank
always, I love the stream.
Thank you. We're watching Euphoria. Blah, blah, blah.
Euphoria.
Euphoria. Yeah.
Euphoria.
We started watching. We always knew about it.
Oh, but don't spoil.
Yeah,
Please
hopefully,
not spoil.
yeah, don't
Because
spoil
we're
that
like
for
in
us.
the first season.
Yeah, we're in
like
the first
chapter
season.
5.
Yes.
Episode 5, I'm sorry.
So those have been our past nights. I think
Yeah.
we're going to enjoy like 2 or 3 episodes tonight.
Yeah,
so.
and the rest of the day for me is going to be...
but Danny's doing... Oh, I don't know
visual
if you wanted to work,
correspondence.
though.
I want to work right now.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. You go to work, and whenever you're done, we can watch like an episode. Or we can go to bed, like, if it's late.
Yeah, because I have to...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Danny.
Yeah. No, don't worry.
I'll
don't
watch
worry.
the episodes myself.
No,
Yeah.
I will cut the internet. Ellie ABD said Nicholas once launched a sketchbook of his on Amazon. Also, I believe.
yeah. That one's not available.
On
Yeah.
Amazon?
Well, no, Kickstarter. I think they mean Kickstarter.
But again, if you're interested in a book, Ellie, I'm gonna...
Oh, yeah. We're going to launch. We have a new Kickstarter
we have
project.
a new book coming out.
It's
So
not
if
quite
you're
the sketchbook,
interested-
but maybe you're interested in that also.
So you can check it out here. It still has 18 days to go.
Yeah, and it's going to have a lot of the
Pages.
paintings. A lot of pages, yeah. 200 pages.
200
And a lot of the paintings that we did are favorite and I think are
and
most
super
important.
cool reproductions of them.
Yeah, paintings
So.
of the first 2 years of our painted lives. So, and maybe we can squeeze in some of these like paintings that we've done recently if we like them.
And also, there's
Yeah.
a tier
Yeah.
where you can get, it's called 100 Artist Edition.
Yeah.
And
How many
if
do we
you
have,
want that,
Danny, of
we
those?
have 62 backers of that. So
Wow.
38 left.
Oh my God,
So
that's a lot.
if you pledge that one, you can receive a 10 by 10 inches portrait, oil on unprimed paper,
Yeah.
of Nicolas' personal interpretation of any artist of your liking.
Yeah.
So
that sounds good.
That sounds amazing. Again, we have a TikTok.
Oh my God.
If you want to check it out.
No,
And
please
we
don't.
have
Yeah, please don't.
we have
One video.
one video,
Yeah.
and we have
It's pathetic.
our Instagrams,
Yeah.
and we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, because
Oh,
you have to get to work and I have to take someone fair to their
Oh,
Their
yeah,
apartment.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
So we have
realize
to
it was
pack
today.
and well, I mean, it's a block away, but I mean, it's not.
We have a very
It's like,
long.
oh my God, long walk ahead of
long
us.
walk.
It's a block.
Yeah, 10 steps. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank
again,
you guys.
and
You're awesome.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Good conversation today.
Yeah,
It
and
was really good.
very good
Yeah,
painting. I
tomorrow's
love
gonna
it.
suck because we I don't know. I have nothing left in me.
Nah,
It's a nah. You could get me
I
talking
can
about
talk
anything.
more about my glasses.
Oh my God.
See if the glass
Oh,
pops.
good Lord.
So thank you everyone. We'll see you.
Thank